Investing is what we're talking about today. As part of the four pillars of wealth creation, how are you all doing? Kfan, how are you doing? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, everyone. We're talking about ETF, real estate, and of course, the four pillars of wealth creation. And of course, investing is a major piece of it. We started on Monday, but then it started with your income, and of course, meaning fixing your foundation, how to increase your income. We've talked about that, and today we continue with the flow, which is smart investing. We are going to be talking about ETF. Joa, thank you so much for tapping out the live. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Welcome in. If you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. I'm a chartered accountant and economist, and also I have my doctorate in strategic business and information management system. I say that because it tells you income is very crucial in this process. Except you got an inheritance or you want a jackpot, of course it starts with your income, right? I'm not one of those coaches that will tell you, oh, you know what, don't do this, don't do that. No, you have to start. You start with your income, except you have won a jackpot or you got an inheritance, aka trust kid. So welcoming everyone, and we're going to continue today, right? It starts with your income. If your goal is financial freedom, money is just a tool. Money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal. And a lot of times they tell us, go to school. Maybe you've heard this before. You've heard this saying, Sonic Up, right? Mike, Joak, you would have heard this boss Johnson. Maybe you've heard this word before. Go to school, study hard, right? Get a good job, work hard, and life is going to be beautiful. If you've heard that before, put it in the comment. But I guess we've all been told that. But how is that working for you, right? Is it really true? Is that statement really true? Ola, Otum, sour soup. Is that really, really true? Right? Go to school, study hard, get a good job, work hard, and life is going to be good. Is it really, really true? Right? Let's bust the myth, because what that simply says is, what that simply means is that your income will automatically give you financial freedom. It will give you wealth. It will give you financial freedom. That's what it means, whatever they said. But how is that really true? Gavin, how are you doing? Welcome in on the YouTube side. How are you all doing? JK's on the TikTok side, the land. Yeah, no, you're not. There's so many other people. We have both the TikTok community and the YT community on both sides. Talk about productivity and efficiency. That's what we do here. We try to stream on two platforms at the same time so that we can reach more people. How are you all doing? Welcome in. If you're on the YouTube side, click on that subscribe button. We're talking about the meat. They tell us, go to school, study hard, life is going to be beautiful. But is that really true? Is that really true? How is that? How come a lot of people haven't studied for 4 years, 5 years? How come they still have financial struggle? That's because your income does not equal wealth. Neither does your wealth gives you neither does income give you financial freedom. As a matter of fact, there's several steps to that. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. And most important is investing is the key steps, one of the key steps to getting to that financial freedom. So if you have not clicked on that follow button, you have not clicked on the subscribe button, make sure you do that. And it's so good to have each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Well, it's one more day. Guess what? It's already Friday. Exactly, Omoti and Joak, it's already Friday. And we know what to do on the TikTok side. We know what to do. All you have to do is tap out the like, click on the follow button, share out the live, invite your friends over. And those on TikTok, all you have to do is just click on that subscribe button, right? And of course, because I release videos every Sunday, you need to watch the latest video on real estate, how to invest in real estate step by step. That's the latest video. Go there and watch it. And for those on TikTok, we're gonna get started shortly. Make sure you click on the subscribe button, turn on notification bell, and of course we're going to get the class started shortly. Right, we get the class started shortly. So what you have to do is just tap out the live. As soon as we get 5,000 taps, and of course 50 shares, we get the class started. So like the question that I asked: go to school, study hard, get a good job, and life is going to be beautiful, right? That's what they told all of us. But how is that real? Is that really, really true? Is that really, really working? Because how come somebody works from age 20 to age 65 and the person can still not pay bills? and the person is struggling. I saw a video the other day, and this is a man that had worked for, he was in the military for 9 years, and he worked with the US Postal Services for another 29 years. So like 38 years is what he served. He retired in November of 2025, meaning about 9 months ago. This is an update as of July. All he has received in November was $400. $400 is what he has received. His car was already repossessed at that time, and he's struggling to pay his rent. So it tells you something that Social Security might not be, it's not the answer. And as a matter of fact, if you are relying on Social Security, right, data has it, and I will show it. Let me see if I can get it on my iPad right now. I would show you where it says there is a risk that the Social Security would already be out. The chances of Social Security running out, Social Security running out, Social Security running out by 2032. And you might be thinking, oh, this is about you and I. Said, not exactly. You need to check what it is in your own country running out of money by 2035. Let me show you this so that you can see. Running out, in short, I just typed it and it came up. I just typed it. This is it. Can you see? Social Security running out by 2030. So it might just be the same thing as your country, right? Always make sure Social Security's old age and survivor trust is projected to run out at 2032. 2032, that's about another 6 years, right? What? Yes, about 6 years time. At which point only about 78% of the scheduled benefit, right? I'm reading it. Google, let Google be your friend. Only scheduled benefit could be paid, resulting in an estimated 22 to 24% cut to monthly payments unless Congress acts. So it means that as of this time, the Congress has not acted. So if you are waiting on Social Security as your only retirement plan, and this is not just about retirement, right? We take care of the retirement, we also take care of the future. It's both of them that we take care of within this community. But it is very important. But this story that I'm saying, this person has retired in November of last year. And as of that last year, till date, till all July of last, I mean, this is August, but I saw this video in July. And as a matter of fact, this man has only received $400. Let's tap out the live. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. Welcome in. We're talking about investing. If you joined in the past 2 minutes, right, we're talking about investing, right? Telling you that what they told you, go to school, study hard, and of course, get a good job and life is going to be beautiful. But how comes people get to live paycheck to paycheck? How come you are making significant, you're making decent income, but you are still struggling when it comes to your finances, right? It should be automatic, right? Income should give you financial freedom. But what I'm saying is that it is not. Obviously, it is not. And if you are waiting on Social Security, that might run out at 20 to 32. That's what I just read out. So it means that nobody is coming to save us. And the minute we understand nobody is coming to save you, then you need to do something differently. And that's why we're talking about today, right? We started it on Monday. Your income does not equal wealth. And when we talk about wealth, right, and does not give you financial freedom automatically. As a matter of fact, there is about 5 to 6 more steps before you get to financial freedom. 5 to 6 more steps. All right. So it simply means that, of course, of which investing is part of it, because we have started it. It started with income. It also continues with fix your foundation. Now we are on the investing piece, right? So if you want to learn about investing, aka ETF, real estate businesses, why are we talking about that? I would be telling you shortly. right? And if you're new here, you're just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology, and this is the $1,000,000 League. Those aspiring to become a millionaire and those that are already millionaires in dollars, trying to scale to become multi-millionaires. So if that's your goal, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Make sure you click on the follow button. All right? Make sure you click on the subscribe button, and because trust me, your income is not going to do it. So let me quickly teach you something for everyone that's just coming. Let me tell you something. Whenever you hear about wealth, what does that mean to you? What does wealth? What do you interpret wealth as? Drop it in the comment section. What do you interpret? I wanted to buy a course, but where do I get it? Oh, all right. Give me 1 second. Sell them. If you want to get the course, you will find the link. We'll find the course in the link in my bio, right? If anybody follows you or they reach out to you, that's not Dr. Lina, because there's so many scammers. Please take notes. Using my picture to scam others. That's not me. I only have one singular account, which is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. So you might see Money Talk with Dr. Lean. So be careful out there, right? And you check the @ is also has to be Money Talk with Dr. Lina. All right? It has to be Money Talk with Dr. on YouTube as well. Make sure assets, exactly. You're right? Money Talk with, okay, SGT, yeah. So you would find the link in my bio. To go to my bio, you would see, click on here. Then you will see another picture. Click on my picture. Then you would, depending on the course that you have, there's a course for real estate, there's a course for smart investing. Otherwise, stick around to the end and I'm going to show you. I'll guide you. All right, Nana, latest millionaire in town. Nana Ike, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Out today, for those that are just joined, if you're new here, drop one or just say, I am new here. If you're new to the $1,000,000 League, which is this community, just indicate I am new here or just drop one. We have 69 countries represented, and latest country that was represented is Guyana. Guyana was latest country represented within this community. We would love to meet you. Yeah, so you are new. SJT is new. Welcome in, and you're very correct. So my question was, wealth. What does it mean to you? Wealth to SJT means asset, right? He said asset. Any other person wants to try? All right. If you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. You'll be sitting there for 2 minutes, right? We do things a bit differently. Neyo, latest millionaire in town. Sergeant. Okay, Sergeant. Oh, Sergeant Jules. Okay. Yeah, so good to have you. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. So we do things a little bit different here. We do it different. When you join, when you come in, all you have to do, wait 2 minutes. Don't rush to click on the follow button. Wait to listen to what we're talking about or look at the board. If it looks like what you are looking for, then after 2 minutes, click the follow button. Otherwise, it's okay for you to also scroll, right? Because we value your time the same way we value our time. This is exactly what I do as well. But if you stay here 2 minutes, you see that, oh, it's ETF. I've been wanting, what is ETF? Or what does she mean by stop saving, right? I'm only saving. Why is she saying that? This is what they taught us. Or what does it mean by investing? How do I start investing? What does it mean? Millionaire? Oh, is she really a millionaire? Is the millionaire a joke to you, right? All of those things. Stick around, okay? Wait 2 minutes, click on the follow button. That's number one. 2 is tap out, click on the follow button, click on the subscribe button. Number 2 is you tap out the live on the TikTok side. Also, you share out the live, okay? Tapping is just tapping the screen. Sharing out the live, press my forehead on the screen. Number 4 is get your pen and paper ready, because this is not your regular class. This is not your regular life. You'll be done and you have a lot of information for yourself. Thank you so much for tapping out the live. Other thing is that get your daily admin. It shows that you're a part of this community. And lastly, it's going to be a two-way conversation. Forgive me, I'm a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. So it tells you something. We have different skills and strategy which we use to teach people, right? To enforce learning. So when we ask you a question, please let it be engaged and just respond. So one question that Sergeant just responded, what do you think wealth is? In your own language, what do you understand as wealth? Right? What do you understand as wealth? Just one word, right? Do you see, what do you see wealth as? Right? He said asset. What do you think wealth is? So if you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button, share out the live, tap out the live, and of course, engage as well. Yeah. What do you think? Drop it in the comments, right? There's something I want to show you. A lot of people always make this mistake. They think wealth is just asset, aka money, right? Money, right? Money is wealth is money, right? Guys, wealth is money. Let's respond. Wealth is money. Financial freedom. That is great. Big Mood say financial freedom. Awesome. That is another type of wealth. That is called time wealth. Stock. Okay. Man of the match says stock. Stock. That is also money, right? That is, that is also money. Land and houses. That is also part of money. So basically, I'm glad that we are catching it. It just tells you one thing. Wealth does not equal money, right? Wealth does not equal money, right? A lot of times that's number one thing, because I always start with a mindset shift. Because if you understand that, you will be able to grasp a lot of things. Money is not the same thing as wealth. If money is the same thing as wealth, you would not see people, some billionaires that have ended it all just because they are billionaires. They have the money. So why do they still end it all? So it means that there's one type of wealth that is missing in their life, and that is why they ended it all. You would have heard it in stories. Big people, let's not go in there, right? If you have heard that before, head of companies, owners of companies with billions of dollars, and you're wondering, what was missing? It means that there's wealth, okay? The wealth is beyond money. But you all are absolutely correct. Number one type of wealth is money. Another type of wealth that a lot of people, they trade for money is their time. Millionaires have it all spread out, okay? They have it all, multi-millionaire. It's not everyone that has it spread. Some people have the money wealth, but they do not. A lot of people trade this financial freedom, which is time wealth. They trade it for money. If you are new here, welcome in, welcome in. Wealthy means having multiple streams of income. See, man of the match, that's still what you're saying. Multiple stream of income is still money. Multiple stream of income is still money. But you're correct. It's still money, but money plus other types of wealth. Right? I want you to stick around. Well, if you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. Make sure you click on the subscribe button. Right? I can tell you, because yes, I own double-digit real estate portfolio. Yes, I'm a vice president of technology. Yes, I'm a professor. You can say, oh, yes, I'm a millionaire. Yes, I'm all of this, but that doesn't still mean that I am wealthy. AAS, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right. Welcome in. And those on the YouTube side, make sure you click on that subscribe button and let me know so that I can also welcome you in, sharing you on to the $1 Million League. You can have all of that because you have money. But then there's something called time wealth. A lot of people trade their time for money. So they are stealing away their time and they are getting this. So you are canceling this one to get this one. So you are not still wealthy. Let's go to the third type of wealth. There's another one that is called social wealth, which is your network is your net worth. You have heard that before. Your network is your net worth. All right? You probably have heard that before. That's another one. All right? So whenever you think about wealth, it means that you are all of this. For all of you that just joined, welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. Yeah, if you haven't done that. Money, time, social wealth. Your network is your net worth. Let's go to number 4. Number 4 is something called your health wealth. So when you hear a multi-millionaire, a billionaire hands it all, what do you think is the problem? Right? Your skill. Your skill. That's another thing. Right? Your skill. And I'm going to touch that. Your health is, what do you think was missing in their own case when they ended it all? Some of them is the mental health. Health is wealth. If health fails, every other thing fails. If health fails today, you think you will be thinking of money. You're not thinking of money. Your health is greater than this. Eating right, exercising, your mental space, that's another type of wealth. And lastly, is something called your peace wealth, your living trust, your insurance, your emergency funds, right? All of your LLC, your C Corp, your corporation, to ensure that you are protected, right? In a situation where you are sued. Now you have all the money, but then you do not protect it. And then you are being sued, you are in the court because somebody decided to pour water on the floor, and somebody decided to fall on that water they poured on the floor, and then you are being sued because somebody just wants to take from your hard work. That's another thing. If you're new here, click on that follow button. If you're sitting here 2 minutes, click on the follow button. We're talking about the 5 types of wealth as we go into what your income does not give you. It does not equal financial freedom. Your income does not equal financial freedom. Now you understand that your income, your wealth is not the same thing as money only. It's wealth plus many, many other things. Your wealth is equals all of this. So as you are chasing one, make sure you are chasing the other. You are not just chasing money. You know what happens most of the time? We chase this money and then we trade off this time, right? Then you trade off this time. In the process, you trade off your health as well. This one, you don't even take it into account at all. And that's why a lot of times people are struggling when it comes to being wealthy. So now you understand this. Now you understand it. Let's bust another myth. Another one is what? Another one is what? My income equals financial freedom. Let's keep, if you're new here, make sure you click on that follow button. Share out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's focus on sharing out the live. Let's share out the live. Let's tap out the live. If you've been here for 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Click on the subscribe button. You're new here. Yeah. Thank you so much for tapping out the live. Let's also share out the live. Let's focus on sharing out the live. Thank you so much, Joak. Yeah. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Okay. Awesome. So let's now bust the next one. My income makes me wealthy. No, my income equals financial freedom. Thank you so much for the repost. My income is financial freedom. That's not true. Your income, as a matter of fact, there's a huge gap between income and financial freedom. There's a huge gap between income and financial freedom. All right? What does this mean? You probably have heard this. Go to school, study hard, and of course, life is going to be beautiful, right? You've heard that. But I want to ask you a question. Everyone, please be genuine. Remember, one of the things that you want to do, and let me quickly introduce myself again, right? So that you know what we are talking about, and you are just joining. If you are just joining, drop 1 in the comment. You're just joining, just drop 1, or I'm new, so you know what we're talking about. What we are basically talking about today is the 4 pillars of wealth creation. The 4 pillars of wealth creation, right? Your income doesn't equal financial freedom. It means that your income will not make you financially free. It's what you do with that income. That's what is going to make you financially free. And that's what we are going to, part of the things we're teaching. And of course, they are about how many steps. So many steps before you can be financially free, right? So one of the things that a lot of people make mistake about is what? They make a mistake. They think, oh, you know what? It's about, let me see. All right. To be able to build wealth, let's use this board. To be able to build wealth, right? You want to be financially free. It starts with number 1, increase your income. That's the first thing you want to do. Increase this income. What do I mean? When you increase your income, this is your starting point. When you increase this income, you would see something. You would realize that This income, it goes up. The gap here between your income and your expenses, the gap between your income and your expenses, that is your financial freedom number. That is what is, this is, you see this gap, income minus your expenses. This is what is called, something called your wealth tool. Income minus expense, it's called your wealth tool. Somebody type it in the comment. Wealth tool. If you are just new here, welcome in. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. And of course, that's because I have my doctorate in strategic business and information management system. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist as well. And my day job is vice president of technology. But I'm also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And you're wondering, how come you're talking about finance? That's because like I said, I'm an economist and a chartered accountant. And at the same time, I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. I've been investing for close to 2 decades, and I'm sharing with you all of my knowledge, right? All of the things that brought me to the $1 million status and brought me to what? To becoming financially free. Of course, income was a contributor, and of course, that's why I'm teaching you. Number one, increase your income, except you're a trust kid. So this is the community. It's called the $1 Million League. MDL simply means MDL, $1 Million League, the community of millionaires, those aspiring. So maybe your goal, you might be the trailblazer in your family. You might be the first person. Maybe there's never been any other person that been a millionaire. Hey, Uche, how are you doing? Yeah, welcome in. Right? There's never been anybody in your family that have become a millionaire, and your goal is to become one, right? Somebody started with Rockefeller family, right? It took somebody to say, you know what, it starts with me or it ends with me, right? You might be that person. So if that's your goal, make sure you click on that follow button. The other one is you're already a millionaire. Some of us are already millionaires, and you want to become a multi-millionaire in dollars, right? Those, you want to listen to the strategies that we use here so that you can actually apply the same thing and achieve the same result. So the things that we do differently here is, once you come in, click on the follow button, tap out the live. How do you tap out? Click on the follow button. There's a plus sign in front of your name. Click on that. That's number one. Two is you tap out the live, right? Tap out the live, because that is the language the algorithm understands to say you value it. You do us a disservice when you don't do all of this thing. Number three is you share the life. It shows that you're showing love to your friends and your neighbors and all of that. Press my forehead on the screen and share with family and friend. Okay? Number four, if you can get your daily admin, that would be absolutely amazing. It costs you 1 penny, but of course, you're going to get 30 points back as well, right? And the other thing is that you also engage, right? I'm going to ask you a question, you respond back. You can ask me a question at any time, and I will try my best to respond back. And lastly, make sure you get your pen and paper, because this is not your regular class, okay? You can already see the board, right? You can already see the board. I welcome everybody in. So if you have not clicked on that follow button, make sure you do that. And for those on the YouTube side, make sure you I appreciate you clicking on that subscribe button. Welcome in, everyone. Awesome. So let's continue. So the distance man of the match, latest millionaire in Ghana. All right. All right. So basically, increase the income. That's the first thing first. We see all of those kind of craziness at times. A lot of people do not, I mean, I always say I always do not answer to certain things at times. But the most important thing is when somebody tells you I'm a vice president of technology, somebody tells you that, okay, I made this, right? I own double-digit real estate portfolio. Nobody's asking you for money or anything. And then somebody is genuinely here to help you. And right, people just lose certain opportunities every single day, right? And that's how some people never get, how do I put it, never move out of places in life and remains POOR, aka poor, right? Aka poor. And this is the mentality of a whole lot of people. Anyways, increase your income is the first thing first, right? Because guess what? Except you got an inheritance, you got money, maybe, you're a trust kid. Some of us did not get that opportunity. Some of us never got that opportunity to increase our, we never got the opportunity to ULI. What's ULI? You mean IUL or UIL? Right. I don't talk about that within this community, okay? I don't talk about IUL, okay? I don't touch that. My own space of IUL, oh mama, my own place of IUL would be splitted. We don't do things that you co-join together, right? Treat your investment differently and treat your what differently. Investment separate, and of course treat what's it called separate, insurance separate. Do not bring them together, right? Do not bring them together. As a matter of fact, I had a session with, if any of those people are here, let me know. I had a session this morning with a group of people, and two out of those people had things to say about IUL. You know that I typically would not, I'll just say I don't touch it. But I think I've gotten so much right now to the point that I tell you, do not touch it. All right? Do not touch it. Okay? Do not touch it. Right? Because somebody, and when she comes in, I'm sure she's going to come in. She says she put her money 3 years ago. The video is on my phone. She put her money 3 years ago. I've never done it, right? So I cannot speak to it. But now I've seen people that have put their money about 3 years ago. That's when he said they put their money. She said that she put her money 3 years ago. And this January, she was supposed to withdraw her money, and they said there was nothing to withdraw. She said she cannot access anything. She had put in over 12,000. What hurts me the most is the fact that this person is already in her 60s. She's already in her 60s, believing that, oh, you know what? Let me put something towards my retirement. That whenever she comes in, I would let her tell her story herself. So if somebody is dragging you into it, guys, I tell you, please do not, UIL, IUL, whatever they call it, do not. All right? And as a matter of fact, do not put your money in what you do not understand. There's so many BS people trying to claim things. One thing I want you all to do, whenever you are asking about IUL, is it IUL, UIL, whatever it's called, whenever somebody says come and do it, or whenever somebody tells you go and invest, whenever I tell you put your money in S&P 500, go on ChatGPT, go on Google, right? And see what is this a good investment? Whatever Google tells you, that is what you need to follow. At least that's a simple way for you to verify instead of you coming to ask, okay, what do I think? All right? Always go on Google. And guess what? In the same session, one other person just said, oh, he's also in his 60s. He said, I got pressurized by a close family member. So they said I should do this IUL. Or is it UIL, right? Somebody corrects me, IUL, UIL. I know they would come for me, but that's okay, right? Most important is for me to protect as many people as possible. AAS, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. To protect as many people as possible. Everybody always asks me about this every single time. Dr. Lina, is it IUL or UIL? IUL. Every single time people say, Dr. Lina, IUL, IUL. I got it firsthand today, guys. Firsthand, I tell you, do not do it. Don't. You know, before now, I will tell you, I don't know it. I don't touch it. I don't do anything. But now, I will tell you comfortably with my two, do not. Because it's going to end with premium tears. Toyo, latest millionaire in town. Do not. All right? Why? I got two people I had a session this morning, a group call for people this morning. And two people, they are in their 60s. I don't know if they are trying to prey on people that are in their old age. I don't understand because, the coincidence was too much. When we started the call, this is real life story as of this morning. I'll show you the video. It's just that it's on this phone. So maybe tomorrow I'll transfer it to another phone, then I'll show it to you. This is real life story. So in case you have not yet gotten into it, this lady, maybe she would join tonight. Maybe she will join tonight and she will tell you a story. She put in the money 3 years ago. She said a family invited her over to say, okay, put money in IUL. And she put in the money, and she's been contributing since that time. She has over $12,000 in the account. And she said, they told her that, oh, she said, okay, let her take some of the money. They said, oh, wait till 3 years. She said, January this year, her money got to, she got, her money was, January was when she turned 3 years. And she turned around and she said, oh, you know what? Can I get my money? And they said there was nothing for her to withdraw. Please, somebody explain that. Somebody explain that. If you put your money in the stock market, if you buy a stock, you can trade it immediately. So please, let no one pressurize you. Let no one pressurize you. And I say it again, and maybe I'll touch about it one time a week because I don't want it to overshadow what we're doing here. IUL, I'm not for it. I'm against it, because if something, you put your money in something and it's not going to get you, please be careful. And then there was the other man that said, oh, they told me that, he said he's old. If they told him that, oh, you know what, you can have it for your 8-year-old child. And he put in 2,000 right now. That was about 2 weeks ago. He said right now he's trying to get his money back because, why are they preying on older people? So please, if you have not gotten into it, do a separate term insurance, right? That's what you want. You want insurance and you want investment. And put your money in investment, period. Why do you have to get a product? If you are unclear, and as a matter of fact, go on Google right now and type IUL and see what your result. The man was literally almost in tears. This money, and there's nothing I can do to help. There's nothing. And that's why I'm putting it out here right now. IUL, I am not for it. If you go and put your money in there, it's at your own risk. Right? It's at your own risk. Now I've seen 2 testimonies. 2 today. All right? I even have it recorded so you can listen to it. I'll show it on my video. 2 people. So all the IUL people, please don't come. If you come to my live and you ask again, this is my response. Don't stop bringing it here. Invest and put insurance on the other side. There are 2 different. One is money wealth. The other one is peace wealth. It falls in the insurance category. The other one falls in investing category. The 2 different things. Separate it. So I am with Dave Ramsey on this one. Separate it. Never been a fan of IUL either. Right? So, but trust me, a lot of people are here. They are not even talking. If you have made money on it, please put it in the comment. If you have gotten a good result with IUL, drop it in the comment. So let's stop misleading people. Right? Let's not misleading people. Because you're an agent or you are whatever. Right? Let's stop that. Okay? And if you have your money in it, right? Know how you can, if you can still get it out and go and do solid investing. Right? So, all right. Awesome. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're new here, make sure you click on the follow button. Let's go back to our to what we were talking about. So, because you work too hard for your money I just hate it when people are being almost like a scam. I just cannot stick it. Especially when I have elderly people involved. It just hurts my spirit because everybody, first of all, the society failed everyone, not telling us early that, oh, you know what, if only you can put $100 from the age of 20, at age of 20, start putting it every single month, you would have over $1 million by the time you are retiring. Nobody told us that. Social Security is running out by 2032, right? That's already there. You are still struggling, right? Nobody taught you about investing. Nobody taught you about, the other person was asking me today, Dr. Lina, I have 401k and I wanted to withdraw money for my 401k, right? Exactly, compounding. I want to withdraw money for my 401k, and Fidelity was telling me that they are going to deduct one huge some amount. They are going to make a huge deduction from my account, right? Out of the money that I thought I have. And I don't know, are they supposed to reduce? And I asked him, I said, what is that money for? Is it taxes? And he said, yes, it's taxes. I said, yes, they will deduct taxes. But how come a 60-something-year-old man does not know that in 401k, by the time you retire, All the thing that the person is seeing, maybe he's seeing 200,000. He's already banking on that 200,000 that, oh, this 200,000 is my retirement money. And then all of a sudden, Uncle Sam says, oh, my money out of this one is $40,000. Isn't that already high blood pressure for a poor man? At 60, you can still handle it at 50 or 40. But at 60, how do you even want to start? All right. So welcome in. If you are new here, make sure you click on that follow button. So the first step to wealth building, right? Which is what they told us. Increase your income. Go to school, get a job, work hard, and life is going to be beautiful. But guess what? Is life really beautiful? Are we not still living paycheck to paycheck? If you have heard that word that I said before, right? Go to school, study hard, and life is going to be beautiful. Let's get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, let's quickly reset the live, please. If you have been sitting here for 2 minutes, click on that follow button. I've been here 2 minutes, click on that follow button, right? And of course, let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live as well. Press my forehead on the screen and let's share out the live, right? And if you can repost, let's repost. Let's get our daily at me. Let's repost. Let's get our daily at me so we can continue with the live, right? Let's thank you so much. Thank you all for doing that. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Thank you so much for tapping out the live. Let's share out the live as well. Let's prioritize repost and let's prioritize shares. Thank you so much, EK. Really appreciate that. Uche, thank you so much. Thank you for let's prioritize repost and let's get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, get your daily at me. As a matter of fact, if you've been sitting there for more than 2 minutes, if you have been sitting for more than 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You've been sitting for more than 2 minutes, click on the follow button so that we can welcome you. This is the $1 Million League. Those aspiring to become millionaires and those are already millionaires, okay, that are trying to become multi-millionaires. And you might be wondering, what is she even saying? Is millionaire a joke to you? Yes, it's a joke. It's a big joke, right? But guess what? It requires hard work. Right? It's a joke because it is achievable. It is possible. That's the first thing I want you to understand. And we're talking about millionaires in dollars. If you are just meeting me, I'm Dr. Lina. And of course, I'm in Texas in the United States. And of course, I'm a vice president of technology, a professor teaching AI cybersecurity. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist. And of course, I also have my master's and my doctorate in strategic business and information management system. I own and manage double-digit rental portfolio. But I have been investing for close to 2 decades. As a matter of fact, since the time I started my career, almost 2 decades ago, that is the same way that I've had to, since that time that I've been investing. I've lost money. As a matter of fact, 6 years ago, $99,000. But then I have also equally gained hundreds of thousands of dollars in the stock market and at the same time, millions of dollars in real estate. So stick around, click on the follow button. If this is what you're looking for, investing and all of that, you want to end the paycheck to paycheck cycle, you want to build wealth, right? You want to become a millionaire, then you are in the right place. The only thing is that you need to be the one to take action step by step. This is not get rich quick scheme, by the way. Okay. Google who Warren Buffett is and you would understand how we deal here. We're long-term investors. We're generational wealth builders. We are moderate risk investors as well. We don't do high risk related investment. That's why we don't do IUL. Okay. IUL is not part of what we talk about here. Crypto, we don't talk about that here, right? We talk about smart investing. We are not traders. We are not gamblers. Neither are we speculators. We are something called INVESTOR, investors, right? So if that's what you are looking for, then you're in the right place. Make sure you click on that follow button and you are all welcome in right here to the $1 Million League. Awesome. So, but the first step to it is increase your income. Increasing your income is the first step to wealth building, except you won a jackpot or you got generational wealth. How do you increase your income? There are 3 or 4 ways. I talked about that in depth 3 days ago, which is when we started on Monday. 3 to 4 ways to increase your income. Number 1, right? Number 1 is, of course, the traditional way. Go back to school or go back to learn a skill or whatever, right? This is not my best way, right? This is the least of it for me. Going back to school, right? God's word, welcome in, right? This is the least in terms of hierarchy, going back to school. And a lot of people make this mistake. You already have a degree, right? And then you still want to go back to school and get another degree just because you want to change. Maybe you want to make more money, you want to increase. Remember, the goal is increasing the income. Hey, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. And of course, let's keep tapping. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. And if you're new here, click on the follow button. If you so one of the is the least favorite, going back to school. Now, you'll be wondering, how come somebody that has the highest level of education, how come he's saying that, oh, going back to school, right? No. In my own case, you heard what I said. I'm an economist, I'm a chartered accountant. That's what I said, right? It tells you, and also I am a vice president of technology. So it means that I am in technology field, but I have a background. My bachelor's is in economics on in chartered accountancy. But I'm a chartered accountant, so in accountancy. So I have expertise in that. Now, what did I do differently? Right? What did I do differently? I took a certification, which is the second way of you increasing your wealth. I took a certification that took 5 months, less than 5 days, less than $500, and in 5 months I was able to land another increase in my income by $30,000. This is about 15 years ago. $30,000. I moved from a Fortune 100 company to to oil and gas. Okay, I actually got to offer Schlumberger and of course McDermott, which is the deep sea oil servicing company, right? And I went with the other one because the pay was higher. I go with the highest pay. I don't care about the name. Schlumberger is way bigger, but I care less. It's about the money, right? So because my goal is to increase that income. So that's it. You can get a certification. Number one is you can actually go back to college. When you go back to college, get a scholarship. Dr. Fatima, who is from UCLA, California, right, was here to teach us, tell us that a lot of millions every single year goes unclaimed every single year. But a lot of people they're doing student loan instead of applying for scholarship. You think that, oh, he has to go through sports. Lemonade's latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah. A lot of people always think that, oh, you know what, you have to do American football, or you have to do this kind of sports to be able to get a scholarship. There are several types of scholarship. There's community scholarship. There is, according to her, there's a scholarship based on merit. There's so many academic scholarship. And these are different categories. And your children, if you have kids, they can start as early as ninth grade. So the minute they step into high school, they can get the scholarship to the college that they're going. And this is not for just that. But even you are in your 40s, you want to change career, and you think, oh, at this point, all of a sudden you realize that, oh, I'm a lawyer, but I want to become a medical doctor. Go and get go get a scholarship. I call that one really midlife crisis though. Yeah, you're a lawyer, then all of a sudden you want to become a medical doctor. That's really midlife crisis, okay? Right? Because at this time you should be thinking of how to invest and think about retiring. Then, you're chasing something that's going to keep you for another 12 years. All right. Oh, so get a scholarship. That's the other way. Let's keep tapping out the live. Let's reset the live a little bit. Let's repost. Let's share out the live. Can we tap it out to 20,000? Let's tap it out to 20,000, and of course, let's share out the live. Let's share out the live. And you'll be sitting here 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. You'll be sitting 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Right, by now you should know what we're talking about. How to increase the 4 pillars of wealth creation. Right, that's what we're talking about. Number one is increasing your income. Today we are going to be focusing heavily on investing, but I'm just recapping for those that are just joining today. If you are new here, drop I am new, or just drop one. I am new, drop I'm new. So maybe we don't even need to go back to it, because if we don't have a lot of new people, right, then we don't need to go back on what we've talked about in the past 2 days, because I'm just trying to recap and make sure we carry a lot of people along. If you are new, drop I am new, or drop one in the comments. I am new. For those that are new, drop one, or drop one in the comments. Mary, you are not new. You are not new. Yeah, you're not new. And of course, I got your email. Yeah, I think there's an just send an email to Nestute because you should have received two links, and that's those two links you just joined there. Yeah, I'm talking about people that are just you're new to this community. You're new to this community. Send and if you're new to this community, that's what I'm talking about. You've never seen me before. You're just meeting us for the first time. Mary, what you need to do if you did not get the two links, you're supposed to get two links. Send an email to Nestute, support@nestute.com. You can put me on copy and I would also let them know because I need the receipt of payments. That's why I can do it on your behalf. Okay. All right. And you will get to the two links. All right. So do we have anybody that is new here? All right. Nobody that is new. The chat. Okay. Let's share out the live. Can we share out the live? Because if you don't have anybody that is new, that feels very strange. Can we all share out the live? Thank you so much. Let's quickly share out the live and let's tap it out. Can we tap it out to 20,000? Let's tap it out to 20,000. Let's share out the live. The numbers are also very low tonight. Let's tap it out. We're going to be starting smart investing shortly, and we also introduce what is called real estate, right? We're going to talk about tonight. It's about smart investing, so AKA ETFs, right? All those, what is ETF? Exchange traded funds. We're going to be talking about that tonight. How to go about it. We're going to be talking about that tonight. Secondly, we're going to be talking the same email. What is the email address? Which email address? My email address, support or Nestute, support@Nestute at support@Nestute something. The same, you would have received an email from them. You should have received an email from them, or in any of those email, I believe it's support us. Let's tap out the live. Thank you so much. Let's also share out the live. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. If you are not got to your daily at me, let's get our daily at me. Let's get our daily at me. Let's share out the live. Let's tap out the live. Thank you all for doing that. Yeah, let's take 1 minute. Let's the Lord too. Thank you so much. If you're new here and you've not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Well, today we're going to talk about smart investing, and we will introduce real estate, right? We will introduce real estate. No, you will get an email from Nestute. Nestute is not going to be my email. I did not send you. Yeah. Someone called the crypto chick with your picture on it, tried to follow me. Yes, Salem. That's why I always tell people click on the follow button. Click on the follow button, right? If somebody follows you, that's not Dr. Lina, right? It's not Dr. Lina. And as a matter of fact, let me quickly show you. If you go here, right, and you click on my picture, there's something you can actually make blocked. Exactly. Report and block. That's what you do. Report and blocked. But thank you so much. Report and block. That's what you do. All right. Awesome. Rohit, how are you doing? Popo, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. So let's keep going on. So the first thing, thank you all for sharing out the live and everyone tapping out the live. So the first thing is increase your income. How do you increase that? Get scholarship. So you always want to go for the free first. Get certification, cheap, right? That's what I do. Increase my income. The other way is, of course, you get there's so many free trainings. Go on Google Coursera. Go on Udemy. Go on Harvard Business School. There's so many free trainings that you will take, and you will be able to add additional skills and, of course, increase your income. Number 4 is negotiate with your employer. When last did you check with your employer how much you? When last did you check? What are you even what? Have you ever put your resume in recent time? Every 2 years, my resume is out there. Every 2 years, I'm updating it with my latest skill set, and I'm putting it out there just to understand how much do I what? What is my what? Am I underpaid? Right? Every single time that I move from one job to the other, there is at least a 10% increase. And most of the time, and 10% is not even what I get. At least what I've seen averaging between 15 to 30% increase is what I get every single time from I move from one job to the other. And that is also comes as with a promotion. That's why I can get to the position of a vice president as quickly as, as early as what I got into. So always think about that, because the whole essence is to increase your income. Why is this very important? You see, you are trying to build your wealth too. What is your wealth too? Income minus your expenses. Income minus expenses. Income here, expense here. You see the gap that is here, except you are a trust creator or you want a jackpot or whatever. You see the difference between your income and your expenses. That is your wealth too. The wider it is, the higher your income is. Wider this is, the higher the income. All right? All right? That's it. That is income minus your expenses. So do not allow lifestyle inflation to talk over because, oh, you know what? I got a salary increase. Just wait a little bit, right? That is your wealth tool. Because guess what? You want to grow this wealth tool. If your wealth tool is zero times, Fire, welcome in. How are you? Fire Dr. Ninja, welcome in. Click on that subscribe button, right? I can see you are you want to be financially free, financially and retire early. That's great, right? Wealth tool, income plus X minus your expense will give you the wealth tool. The wider it is, and I may always make this I always make this illustration. You are a medical doctor. You earn 300,000. But guess what, Celia? Thank you so much for the repost, right? You earn 300,000, but your expenses are 299,000. So you only have $1,000 to as your wealth tool. A teacher earns $70,000. And then our expenses is at 40,000 or 50,000, has $30,000. Guess what? The teacher is wealthier than the medical doctor. Yes, is wealthier. That's why you're retired early. That is amazing. Congratulations. That is absolutely amazing. So what do you do in your retirement? Drop it in the comment. Make sure you click on that subscribe button. So good to have you. So true. Lotu said so true. Yeah, but that's the reality. That's the reality. And a lot of times people make this mistake. That's why let's tell you, income does not equal wealth. It's what you do with that income. You see the difference? This income minus your expenses, this wealth too is what really matters. Because you can be making $500,000. Have you seen athletes like what's this guy? Michael, whatever. I teach in 2 colleges and I have rental property. We're so much alike. I have double digit real estate portfolio, and I also lecture, but I'm still not retired. I'm a vice president of technology on top of that. Congratulations to you. We have those on the YouTube that is also commenting. So welcome in everyone. You'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Click on the follow button. Awesome. And if I may ask, what year, what age did you retire? What age did you, Lot 2, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, welcome in. So income minus your expense will give you this wealth too. So never make a mistake. Taste, latest millionaire in town. And use as well. Never make a mistake that your income is the same thing as wealth building or financial freedom. Your wealth too, what is left over? A lot of people will say this income equals wealth. That's the mistake. They remove the expense. They leave the expense out of the equation, right? But income minus your expense, 58. Congratulations. That is beautiful. From the federal pension, that's beautiful. Congratulations on retirement early. Somebody just retired at 58 and a half, guys. That's the way it is done. That's the way it is done. I tell people it doesn't make sense that you work from age 20 to 65. It doesn't, because that's your entire prime. That's your entire life. You are almost 20. You went all the way to school. All the way to age 20. That was school. You were studying. The minute you became independent and you have your life, you become your adult life, then you start working from that time to age 65. What is left life is left at 65, but guess what? What are you doing? Right? There's so many things you cannot do at that point in time. So my point is that yes, you love your job, you can do it to 70 or 80, but become work optional. Right? Like the Fire that just on the other side, on the YT side, that just said that, Mary, thank you so much for sharing the life, that it just said he's retiring at 58 and a half, right? In his own case, It's not like he's retired. He's still lecturing. He's lecturing in 2 colleges and he has real estate portfolio. That's what he's doing. It doesn't mean that when they say retire, it doesn't mean that you're just sitting and sleeping. Because somebody had asked me that question. Oh, Dr. Lina, you said you are retiring in your 40s. Okay, you are retiring in your 40s. What will you be doing? And I'm like, duh, what are you thinking? Travel the world, okay? Even if it's just that, travel the world, right? It's fun. That's a job in itself. Have you tried to get on a plane and try to travel the world? That's a job in itself. But aside that, that doesn't mean that I'm going to be doing. Now you see me doing something I'm very passionate about. I'm a vice president of technology. Technology is not my passion. That was just money. That was just money. That Dr. O, on the other hand, his own passion is, Dr. O, and the passion is technology, anything, cybersecurity, any of those kind of things. That is his passion. But for me, finance is my passion. So I can talk about this for money tonight. That's why I can teach you for free, and I will give you everything that a lot of people are charging you $2,500, $500 for. I will teach you for free because it's something that comes as part of second nature to me. And I just want as many people to be helped. That's what gives me joy. Not that they put their money in IUL and they lose their money to IUL. No. Or they don't know the reason why they put money in SpaceX, but because everybody's putting money in SpaceX and they lose their money. That hurts my spirit. So how do you do it smartly? That's what we're going to be talking about today. So income minus your expense. If you are new here, welcome in. We're talking about the 4 pillars of wealth creation. It starts with your income. I'm not one of those coaches that will tell you, oh, you know what? Your income is bad. Go and become an entrepreneur. What are you preneuring where you don't have nothing you don't even have money in the account? What are you preneuring? It's okay, right? If you have the money, you have it all set up. But what are you preneuring? You don't even have capital. You don't have nothing to show for it. Start with your income. Build your capital that you need to preneur something from here. Build that capital. Either you do it for 3 years, 5 years, or whatever. Run your income run your day job for a couple of years, right? And that's because it's going to also teach you some things when it comes to your own job as well. When you come to your own preneuring spirit, right? It's going to put some structure and all of that. That's why some people fail when it comes to, businesses and all of that. Get that capital from your day job, right? Run it side by side for a couple of years. Once you see that it's already successful, take it from me. I've been in business for close to 2 decades, let's say 16 years, thereabout. And I tell you, today is a good day. Another day, you have challenges, right? So, income first. And then number 2, income minus your expense will build you your wealth tool. Once you have that, make sure you fix your foundation. What I mean by fixing your foundation is have your 4 account system. The first account you need to have is your regular bank account, which is your distribution center, which is your paycheck, where your paycheck goes to. That's one account. Number 2 is your emergency fund account, right? Maple Leafs Latest Millionaire account. Your second account is your emergency funds account, which you put in an high yield savings account, right? High yield savings account. This money, emergency fund, has to be liquid. It's for your basic living expenses for 3 to 6 months. So you need to be liquid, but every dollar needs to work. Every single dollar must be put to work. Your money should be working harder than you do. All right? So that's it. That's the second thing. That's the second account. High yield savings account. If you want to know what high yield savings account, Google it. Best high yield savings account in August 2026, and of course with the country where you stay, your country, right? Put it right there, and you will see if they have high yield savings account. Like in the United States, we have banks like SoFi giving you about 4%, and then you still get about $400 if you have a direct deposit with them. Capital One will give you about $300, right? So there's so many of them. Make sure it is FDIC insured, such that if the bank goes down or whatever, your money is protected up to $250,000. That's how much you can put there, but you don't have any. Why would you put $250,000 in a bank account? Why? Why would you do that? Right? There are so many investment vehicles, and I'm going to show you shortly. Right? So open that. The first account, what? is your regular bank account where your income goes in. And these accounts distribute to your emergency fund, 3 to 6 month living expenses. And then number three account that you open is your regular bills account. Your bills account on this one is your regular bills, right? So meaning bills plus a little bit of lifestyle. Delay the gratification. Don't let it to be too inflated. Delay the gratification. And then the fourth account is on the investment side, right? The system is revision. Well, you're right. The system is rigged. The rig started with every one of us, telling us to go to school, work so hard, right? And of course, get a good job. Life is going to be good. But guess what? Everybody's still living paycheck to paycheck. Another system that is rigged is the fact that they were able to convince us to work from age 20 to 65. Biggest scam in history, right? That's your entire prime, right? But then you need to change. And the fact that they did not teach us to actually yeah, I agree with you. It's crazy. And they did not teach us that at the age of 18, they hand over credit card to you. Credit card, one of their products to you, so that you can be funding their business. But they never taught you that even with $100 a day, every single month, put in a Roth IRA at your time of retirement. If that's all that you're doing every single month, you don't put any other thing, you have over $1 million in your account to retire comfortably. Isn't that the one that they should be pushing? But guess what? They push credit cards because credit card puts money in their pocket, and they don't teach you that, okay, if you don't pay within the billing cycle, the interest is this. Then they hand over a credit card to an 18-year-old, but you do not teach them how to actually grow their money. So those are the things. But if they teach you all of these things, guess what? Who is going to do the job? Are you going to clock in tomorrow? Question: are you going to clock in tomorrow? If you are new here, click on that follow button. You'll be sitting for 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Am I able to come into your DM after this session for? Absolutely. Just send a DM. Send a DM. Right? It's just absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. But a lot of people need to open their eyes. Right? Open their eyes and their mind. I say all of this, like literally, I had a group session today, this morning, at least two people with that group, within that session. Two people were over 60-year-old, and I can see the pains because they're like, how do I start at this age? I wish somebody told me this. I wish somebody told me this 20 years ago. I wish I knew this. Some people were, one was literally, maybe she's even here. Fun if you are here. Or Fun and Mr. George. If both of you are here, I'm already a subscriber. That's great. That's great. Thank you so much. SJB, and of course, Khalid, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So, because when I call you a millionaire, I'm not saying it like, oh, I'm saying it with full, because if you are 20 and you can only put 200, if I ask you, can you afford $3 today? Or if I ask you, can you afford $27? If I ask you today that, oh, $27, can you afford it every single day? Or $3? A lot of people will say, yes, I can afford it. They can afford it. That $3 a day, what if I tell you that is $1 million status? But it just depends. It's a function of when you start. Because $3 a day is meaningless when you are 60. But at 20, that's a massive weapon of wealth building. Abby said, tell people to be careful. Lots of fake accounts on my name. Okay, guys, please, again, if you have not, Angela, latest millionaire in town. Guys, please. This is the only account that I have. Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Can I plead with you? Not because of anything. Click on that follow button now. Reason is, there's so many people that are coming here that are using my picture, Money Talk with Dr. Lina. You will even see them, Money Talk with Dr. Lina. In 15 days, we have 69 countries represented here. Latest being Guyana, right? So that is the same way the scammers are also opening accounts. I've made sure that I'm not following anybody. God of mercy, latest millionaire in town. I'm not following anybody just so to protect you. So if somebody follows you with my picture, that's not Dr. Lina. I don't have a backup account. We don't do crypto. We don't do IUL. We don't do any risky play. We don't have what's it called? We do not have We don't have WhatsApp group. We don't have Telegram group. So I try to start at 8 p.m. We don't do Ponzi scheme. As a matter of fact, if you want to know, simple word, how do we invest? Go and Google who Warren Buffett is. Warren Buffett, Buffett. You will understand what we do here. We don't do Ponzi scheme. This is not get rich quick scheme. This is about who wants to build generational long-term wealth. As a matter of fact, you will hear us talk about smart investing. That's what we do. You see three things that we do. We stop saving. We are not saving. We are not saving money in the bank because that makes you POOR, poor. We work so hard with, number one, our capital comes out from our income. Somebody was asking, are you a millionaire? How did you get your capital? It comes from something called JOB initially. JOB, which is INCOMK, income. Because some of us did not have the opportunity to get jackpot or to get some of us are not trust kid. So we work hard our way, but we make sure that we are sensible we actually change the status quo as to where the money, how we balance our money. We don't put everything towards what the society tells us, which is what? Society tells us, use your income and use it towards something called DLL, depreciating lifestyle liability. Your bill, aka your bill and lifestyle, that's what that is. While I agree with bill, but the lifestyle can push your bill up. If your income equals depreciating lifestyle liability, that is paycheck to paycheck. That is working to age 65 and then you still retire and you still have to go back to work. Because it means that income is the only thing that is funding this lifestyle. It's funding these expenses. If this income is not there, you cannot live. Yes, you cannot survive. So it's just because it goes this way. What should you do differently? You want to be fire. For those on the YouTube, make sure you click on that subscribe button. On the TikTok side, if you have been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button. You have been sitting here 2 minutes and you've not clicked on that follow button, you are missing something, right? And please make sure that you are careful. If somebody is chatting you up, that's not Dr. Lina. Let's remember to get a daily admin. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. You can give the gallery. That will absolutely be amazing as well. Income. That what's it called? Delayed what's it called? Depreciating lifestyle liability. That's what the society told us. So when they say go to school, get a job, work hard, and life is going to be beautiful, that's what they say. When they're telling you that work hard, this has been me over a decade and I have denied myself a lot of fancy lifestyle, just low key. That's amazing. That's it. Do it for a little bit. I did it for about 10 years. Today I'm financially free. Today I am in this status. Today I am financially free. Today I am in this status, right? Because you delayed the gratification, whereby we are buying properties every single, and this is not just about real estate, every single year. At least I'm buying at least 1 to 3 properties, 1 to 4 properties, some of them fully paid off. Coming from where? Income. Deny yourself, delay the gratification, which is DG. And then you put it towards what? Assets. Appreciating cash flowing asset. When you put it towards appreciating cash flowing asset, it's going to, guess what? It's still a triangle. It's still coming here. Spending love baby, latest millionaire in town. It's still coming here, guys. That whenever you see this income, this is what society told us. This is going against what society told us. Going against what the system told us. Because this is highway to rat race. Highway to, what's the other thing that they call it? Hamster way. Highway to working for 45 years. Also highway to paycheck. But take some of the money, be smart enough. 30, 40, 50, whatever percent, and put it towards asset. This asset is going to start giving you something called another tree of wealth. Another form of income. Rental income, dividend income, investment income, business income. That is how you build wealth. That is how you get yourself out of the chain and shackles of this income or whatever thing that we're talking about. That's how you become financially free. So don't let anybody, there's no miracle. We don't do magic here. There's no miracle, right? This is exactly the process that we follow. Let's keep tapping out the line. Let's get it to 20,000 taps. Let's get it to 20,000. And again, please note that IUL, I'm not for it. Okay? If you have money in it, please be careful. Right? I had somebody today that said it was time to withdraw the money. They could not withdraw her money. She could not. Oh, awesome, awesome. She could not withdraw her money. All right? So be careful. Be careful out there. You always go on Google. Use Google before you continue. Before you put your money somewhere. Don't just listen to some people. Don't just listen to okay, tell them you understand, but do your own little research. At the end of the day, it is your money. Because if somebody has a financial gain on something, maybe an IUL or maybe one of this product, oh, it's the best thing ever is what they're going to say. Right? Opie Grace, latest millionaire in town. That's what they're going to tell you. That's why I always tell you, trust but verify. I always bring my iPad every single time. Right? And I'm going to be doing the same thing today. So you will see in this community, we are not going to be teaching anything outside of this. We are not going to be teaching anything outside of, so you would see everything right here. We are going to be teaching, I'm teaching you what? Where does the multimillionaire, where do they put their money? What can substitute IUL? What can substitute IUL? What is IUL itself? What is IUL? Somebody educate me. IUL is two things that I know. You're trying to bring two things together under one umbrella. Insurance, and of course, you are bringing investing. So you're trying to say, okay, I want insurance and I'm doing investing at the same time. You want to bring it as one. That is it. Right? That is IUL in summary, in layman English. Right? In layman, what is better? Yeah, that is in layman English. Right? Insurance. So the other thing is, so all you have to do is what? Split it. Investment separate, insurance separate. Period. Tech Queen, thank you so much for getting your daily admin. Insurance separate, and of course, investment separate. Why are you bringing it together? They're two different things. And that's what is causing this confusion. I always tell people, I do every single time they bring it up. I always say that, okay, you know what? I don't put my money in it, so I cannot speak to it, so I don't talk about it. But guess what? I have to talk about it now when I had two people that I have a session with this money, and or two people that they're elderly in their 60s. And one person said, I have put my money for the past 3 years. It's time for me to withdraw. They said there's no money to withdraw. And then go on ChatGPT yourself and go and check about it. Go and Google it and see what you find. Simple. That's one task that I will tell all of you. Just go and put it in Google. Yeah. Hi, Moga. Welcome in. How are you doing? Make sure you click on that subscribe button. Yeah. So go on Google. Everything I do here, I always say trust but verify, right? That's what I always say. Trust Dr. Lina. Yes, I have an integrity. I'm a doctor, right? I'm a doctor of business. I'm a vice president of technology. I'm a chartered accountant. So I have a name. It's not an investment account. Thank you. It's what? Insurance plus investment. That's what they claim, what it is. Insurance for investment. You're trying to bring the same thing under the same umbrella. But then, understand that. Just why, okay, you want insurance. Then do insurance. There's term, there's life. Do it. And then do the other one or the other and do investment separately. What is a chartered accountant? Google it. A chartered accountant is a certified chartered accountant, whatever that is. Somebody that is chartered. All right? Somebody that is right. An accountant that is chartered. All right. Take quick. Yeah. So anyways, so whatever I do here, we follow this principle. So you're going to see the same thing here. Multi-millionaires, because this is the $1 Million League. If you're new here, welcome in. Make sure you click on, you'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. Click on that follow button, right? So chartered accountant is the same thing across anywhere in the world. All right? Multi-millionaires rarely keep large sums in, see, where does the multi-millionaire, so you can do this thing with IUL as well. Just go on Google. Let Google be your friend. Like what Dr. Lina is saying right now, is Dr. Lina right about IUL? Go on Google and check yourself. Check on ChatGPT, right? Then whatever you find, and those on the TikTok, on the YouTube, there's no way I can flip the screen. So what I need you to Google is, where do multimillionaires put their money? Okay? Where do multimillionaires put their money? Sekani, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Right? That's what I just typed in. So you can type it on your gadgets as well. Yeah, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Be sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Welcome in, everyone. That's what I just checked. And this is exact blueprint that I thought that this is what we follow, because this is the $1 million league. Those that are millionaires trying to attain, become multi-millionaires, and those that are not yet millionaires, maybe you are still just trying paycheck to paycheck, but then you're like, okay, you know what, I want to be a trailblazer, I want to become there. There has to be a zeal for you to get there, right? That is what this is all about. So those anticipating to become a millionaire someday, as a matter of fact, we're talking about 10 years here. You just need to follow the principle. It starts with your income, right? It starts with your income. So these are things that it means that we need Elites, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So when I call Elite, latest millionaire in town, yes, I'm a Jesus baby. So I say it I pronounce that for every single person that comes in, clicks on that follow button, because I know that it goes to the big man upstairs, right? This person is a candidate to become a millionaire. But on top of that, we also execute. Because God also says he will bless the works of their hands. He has given something. If there's nothing in your hands, there's nothing to bless. So this is why you also need to get your pen and paper and get ready, okay? Get ready, take notes, and execute. Like this that I'm just talking about, somebody just literally crossed $500,000 about 3 weeks ago. Following the principle, 5 months in, the same job, nothing has changed. The same job, nothing has changed, but just follow the principle, and he's already over $500,000 now, way to becoming a millionaire. Already got, she's buying other properties, signing another property as of this year. Just got a VA loan, right? All right. So you want to become a millionaire. Where do the multi-millionaire put their money? Because I just called you a millionaire. So go on Google. Remember I said trust but verify. Those on YouTube. Where do the multi-millionaire, where do they put their money? That's the question, right? That's what I typed. And this is the result. Multi-millionaires rarely keep large sums in standard retail checking account. They don't put their money in checking account. So number one, if you put your money in checking account, then you need to change that immediately, because your role models don't put their money there. So why are you putting you want to become someone? Why are you putting your money where they don't put their money? Why don't they put their money in the checking account? Let me quickly show you. This is, let's say, we were talking about NOS A, NOS B, NOS C. All right? I'm going to read this and you would understand. There's something called the rule of 72. What is the rule of 72? Let me show you. Rule of 72. Before you ask me, what is rule of 72? Rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double. That's what it is. Learn how to double your money with compound interest. So it's almost the same thing as this. Look at this. This is compound interest calculator. This is the calculator standpoint, right? You can put the information, you get the similar result. This is the manual version. Back of napkin. Tate's latest millionaire in town. If you are new here, click on that follow button. You'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Let's share out the live. Get your daily at me. If you can feel the gift gallery, go popular, help this life. Welcome in. I'm Dr. Lina. This is the $1 Million League. Right here, the community of millionaires, those aspiring to become millionaires in dollars, and those that are already millionaires. We are moderate risk investors. Google who Warren Buffett is. You will understand how we invest. We're not gamblers. We're not speculators. We're not traders. We are actually smart investors. We invest, right? And we build generational wealth, okay? So this is not about instant gratification. This is about a little bit of delay, but guess what? You are already on your way there. So make sure you click on the follow button. And I'm Dr. Lina. It's so good to have each and every one of us. The rule of 72. We are talking about the pillars of wealth building, right? The 4 pillars, right? It starts with your income. Now we are on the investing space. Rule of 72. Learn how to double your income, your money, with compound interest. Compound interest, there's a reason why they say is the eighth wonder of the world. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, because you will see it's like magic. That's what it is. But it's not magic. It's just about, I'm going to be showing you that. So let's think about your multimillionaire. First of all, let me show you the reason why they do not put their money in the regular checking account. Let's assume that these are three people. They are all nurses. They make about 100,000 and they save 100. They save 50,000 every single year. Hypothetically, they save 50,000. Rule of 72 tells you how long it takes your money to double. So basically, just take number 72 divided by your interest rate or return on investment, ROI, or rate of return, ROR, rate of return. Any of those three is the same thing. Potato is just a function of where you are, what the return is coming. If it's savings account, if it's on a business, or if it's on an investment, right? On a stock or whatever. So you understand what that means, okay? Now, take 72 and divide it by the interest rate. If your interest rate from your bank is at 1%, 72 divided by 1, it takes you 72 years to double your money. Now, this 50,000 to become 100,000 to double to 100,000 is going to take 72 years if the interest you are getting is at 1%. Why do the multimillionaires, why do they not put their money? They rarely keep their money in the standard checking account, because even checking account does not give you anything. Zero, zilch. All it does is protection, and that protection that you are talking about, it's not even protected because there's a guarantee loss on it. What do I mean, Dr. Lina? What do you mean by my money is there? Well, there's something called inflation. Inflation. Somebody type it in the comment. Inflation. Let's type it in the comment. Inflation. Let's type inflation in the comment. Let's all type inflation. I just want to make sure that we are following. Regine, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Thank you so much, Queen. Bisco, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Inflation, thank you so much. Lord Too Precious, thank you so much. Morgan on the YouTube side, thank you all for doing that. Yeah. So inflation. Inflation is the rate at which the currency devalues, and this is not about the United States. Before you start thinking, oh, it's about, thank you so much for the roses. Before you start thinking, oh, it's about the United States, inflation is, so far there's currency in your country. It's a rate at which the currency devalues or whatever. What does this mean? Dr. Lina, break it down. Basically, it simply means that you look at a currency. This currency that you have, or that paper, that dollar, that $100 that you have, that $100 is just a paper. That's it. It's just paper. Or whatever Canadian dollars, or the pound sterlings, or naira, or shillings, CDs, whatever you're getting. Yeah, inflation is inflation everywhere. Absolutely. The only thing is that inflation will differ from one country to the other depending on how the economy is performing. In the United States, inflation, as at the last time I checked, was 4.2%, which was about last month. 4.2%. What that simply means is that what you were able to use your money to buy last year, if you take your money this year, it is less $4.20. 4.2%. So it means that your $100 in real sense that is sitting in the bank is worth $95.80. Period. That's what it means in simple language. It means that what you want to go and buy, what you can buy in Walmart, or about that exactly. What you can buy in Walmart last year, or what you can buy in your Costco, in your store, Aldi, anywhere, like Tesco, you cannot buy the same thing as of today with that same money. That's what it means. Always remember, it's just a paper. It is the value that you derive from this paper, either in goods or services, right? That's what really matters. That's why you see your rent is still going up. That's inflation right there. Because the landlord is saying, oh, you know what? Everything, property taxes, non-property tax, insurance is going up. That's part of it. So it's simply just to bring it to perspective. And you're like, okay, well, it's just $4. It's not a big deal. Let me bring it to perspective. 2019, this is real data. 2019, if you had left your money in a Bank of America, Chase, regardless of the bank. It really doesn't matter. Just a checking account or savings account. It really doesn't matter. If you had put $50,000, this $50,000 that is here, if you have put it in bank with no interest, nothing, you left it there because you are protecting it. As of 2019 and as of today, do you want to know? Guess how much that money is worth? Blue kiosk, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. 50,000 that you put in as of 2019. Guess how much that is today? If you're new here, welcome in. Click on that follow button if you have not done that. Sheila, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, guess. Somebody guess. Let's guess. Let's guess. Let's throw our guesses. Let's throw our guesses. Just try, right? Just try. How much do you think $50,000 that you put in as of 2019? How much do you think it is worth as of today, 2026? How much? Just drop it in the comments. Type it in the comment. Let's keep typing it in the comment. Let's also share the live. Let's tap out the live. You'll be sitting here for 2 minutes. Click on that follow button. In CD, no, not CD, just regular account. Let's just normal account. How much do you think is the value of that money? You put 50,000 in 2019. 50,000. Okay, that. Okay. Adjust it to inflation. Okay, so let me put it. Adjusted to inflation. Come on now. Red girl, come on now. Come on. No, just say $0. Yeah, come on now. How much do you think it is? How much do you think it is? 51,000. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought you said 1,000. Who else wants to try? Who else? There's no right or, I'll tell you the answer. The value of the money adjusted to inflation, and you can go and check it. It is what? $39,000. You expect it to go up, right? It is going down. You've lost $11,000. 7 years till now. 7 years. 2019, if you had 50,000, the value, it means that what you were able to purchase as of 2019, if you take the same 50,000 and you want to purchase it, the value you're going to get is 39,000 of value. Because the price of the things have gone up. So you are supposed to do what? Hedge against inflation. How do you hedge against inflation? That is true. Purchase value loss. Exactly. That's it. And that's why I said adjusted to inflation. Let's keep tapping out the live. And if you're new here, click on that follow button. If you're new here, you'll be sitting 2 minutes. Welcome to the community. We are talking about the 4 pillars of wealth creation. It starts with your income. Then, of course, build your wealth to income minus your expenses, right? And now we're talking about where you put your money really matters. Thank you so much for all of those gifts. Really appreciate that. The latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Welcome in. Right. So, thank you so much. That's it. Fix your foundation. That's why you need to have those money. You need to have it. If you put it, the rule of 72 explains it further. Thank you so much for getting your daily at me. Thank you so much. See, this is aside the fact that your money is not growing. It's going to take you 72 years to double your money. Guess what? You are also going to what? Lose this money to inflation. So that's it. This is why nurse A, the same set of nurse B, nurse C, the same people making the same money, they probably are not going to be on the same retirement plan. Somebody is going to struggle. One person is going to live paycheck to paycheck. Default, this one is going to live paycheck to paycheck. Now let's look at the CD. CDIE savings account. If you put your money there, rule of 72 tells you how quickly it takes 50,000 to become 100,000. How many years specifically? 72 divided by 4. 18 years is what is going to take you to double that money. 18 years. Just to increase your money to from 50%, 50,000 to 100,000. Now let's do the last one. If you put it, you invest smartly, you put it in an ETF, and it gives you about from 8% upwards. That's what you get. If you just got 10%, in 7.2 years, your money doubles. So it tells you something. Remember what I said earlier. Stop saving. So for everyone that, because I get this question every time, Dr. Lina, but if you don't save, how then are we going to invest? Stop saving it in the bank, period. Stop saving. The only money that you put in the savings account as part of fixing your foundation is what? Your emergency fund, which is the second account that you open. First account is one. The first account that you open is your regular checking account, which you definitely have today, where your income goes to. Number two is your emergency fund account, which is your IU savings account, where you put your 3 to 6 month living expenses. Basic emergency fund. Number three account that you have is what is called your regular your bills account. That is the other third account that you need to have. Then account number four is not on the banking side. These are the ones that are on the banking side. The fourth account that you need to have is on your investment side. And that is where your wealth tool, this money that you do not put on this side, that you put on this side, that's where it goes. It goes into your wealth tool, goes on the investment side. What is this investment side? What are the accounts you need to open? Your pensions account for your retirement, two accounts, retirement, your future and your present, right? When you take care of your future, right? When you take care of your future, when in your present, your future self will thank you that, oh my goodness, because it's going to end up to take care of you in your future. Delay it today so that you can take care of your future. That's number one. And by the way, I just showed you that Social Security probably runs out by 2032, except the Congress changes something. I just checked that. I just showed you online. 2032. 2032. So nobody's coming to save you. Would you recommend ETF in index or variable market? Oh, I don't look at it from that perspective. Okay, I don't look at it from that perspective. Index is absolutely good because you know what you are putting it has data, it has trend, it has other level of controls, right? But in the other ones, I look at more other factors before I say, okay, is this market or that, index or variable, right? I look at more data beyond whichever one because I play on both. It doesn't have to, if it's index, that's great. If it's whatever that meets that criteria for me, I work. So, Social Security, this is not me. Social Security, old age and survivor insurance trust fund is projected to run out in late 2032, at which point only about 78% of the scheduled benefit could be paid, resulting in an estimated 22 to 24% cut to monthly payments unless Congress acts. So it means that Congress has not acted as of this time. All right? So make sure nobody's coming to save you. Have you seen that unemployment? Let's say you've been working for 25 years. Now that there's so much layoff in the United States, you have been working for so many years, and all of a sudden, you said, oh, they'll be taking some form of money from you, unemployment or whatever. You think, oh, you know what? Now I can enjoy this unemployment thing. But guess what? What's the highest you can get? In some states, it's about $2,000. For somebody that's earning $25,000, highest you can get is about $2,020 or $2,500. And guess what? It only runs for 6 months. So the highest they give you is $12,000. So simply put, nobody's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. Let's keep tapping out the live. And if you are new here, click on that follow button. If you are new here, click on the follow button. So good to have each and every one of us here. Nobody's coming to save us. So that's it. So stop saving, okay? That's the reason why the multimillionaire, because you are losing your money to inflation. So let's go back to what we were doing, right? So that we can, this is it, multimillionaires. And this is, where does the multimillionaire put their money? Multi-millionaires rarely keep their large sums in standard real checking account. Instead, they typically distribute their wealth across 4 main pillars. What are those pillars? 1, private banking and cash equivalents. Remember, emergency fund. Liquid cash is kept in private wealth management account. Wealth management account, that's simply for the emergency funds. Basically, because you do not want to go and start selling real estate, or you want to start selling stock or businesses when there's an emergency, because emergency is not going to tell you, oh, I'm coming tomorrow. It's going to just show up. Job loss, it just happens. Family, health issues or whatever, or major car repairs, it just show up, right? So as a matter of fact, you make sure that you take care of that. The other thing is that equities, that's the second thing. Equities and funds. Most wealth is tied in diversified portfolio. Diversification is key. And that's what we're going to be talking about shortly. Diversification is key, such as mutual funds, ETF, and direct business investment to maximize long-term growth. That's it. Number 3, real estate. Real estate. Remember, this is the $1 million league. This is what we follow the wealth blueprint of the multi-millionaires. Not millionaires, if you can see, it's multi-millionaires, right? Right? So it says high net worth individuals, right, own high value property residences, commercial properties, and REITs, right, to generate passive income and act as a hedge against inflation. Did you see inflation again? A hedge against inflation. So you want to take inflation into account in all that you're doing. Otherwise, you're losing your money. Either you like it or not, the money is in front of you, but you're losing it. You're losing it on a daily basis. If you're new here, click on that follow button. We're talking about the 4 pillars of wealth building. It starts with your income. Then lastly, specialized structure. Through a dedicated family office or specialized tax advantage trust, they manage estate planning, consolidate assets, and invest in alternate assets. That's how the multi-millionaires, that is where they put their money. That's how they... Guys, where did you see crypto here? Kay is the latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Follow this, and this is the blueprint you should follow. Did you see crypto here? Did you see day trading here? Or did you see options trading? It's not here. It's not. IUL is not represented here. So whenever I tell you this is, I have a goal, you need to have what exactly are you following? This is on Google. You can search it yourself. Where does the multi-millionaire put their money? So they put it in businesses, real estate, ETF, and of course, protection is key. Protection is key. Let's keep tapping out the live. If you're new here, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business, helping as many people turn their income into financial freedom, right? That's the goal. Money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm an economist, and also I have my master's and my doctorate in strategic business and information management system. So my day job is vice president of technology. I'm also a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And I've been investing for close to 2 decades, as well as I own double-digit real estate portfolio. To get the funds to invest into the 4 pillars has to come from somewhere. Yeah, I think you're just joining. Click on that follow button. You're just joining. It comes from somewhere. It is coming from here. That's number 1. And that's what we just talked about. Increase your income. That's the first thing first. Except you have won a jackpot. And another way, maybe you got a family inheritance. Otherwise, it comes from something called INCOME, aka job. Remember, you just heard me. I just said I'm a vice president of technology. And of course, I'm also a professor at the same time. That's double income. But guess what? Even with that income, I still did not gain financial freedom. Never got to this status. Never got to this status because I was doing what? I was saving. And until I stopped saving and I started doing what? Investing. So it's twofold. This, ensuring that you build your wealth to income minus your expenses, building that, right? So that you can use it. So Mr. Big Dream, like you said, so that you can use it to start doing what? To start putting it into investing, right? And where do you invest? ETF, real estate, businesses. Until I started doing that, that's when I got here. Working because I want to work, not because I have to pay bills. And of course, getting to this millionaire status. As a matter of fact, to get to this multi-millionaire status, real estate was a key tool, key weapon, or key engine, right? These added hundreds of thousands, these added millions. All right? These added millions. And of course, businesses is the other thing. One of the things that you saw with the multi-millionaires is what? Diversification. So if you have question, drop your question. You have question. If you have been sitting there for 2 minutes, drop your question. One of the things is that, do we all know what ETF? My $600K invested into shares has dropped to $400K within 6 months. Yeah, absolutely. What was the reason? How did you choose what you chose? Kiza, latest millionaire in town. How did you choose what you chose? I can tell you, maybe somebody just told you, oh, go buy this. Or people are just buying the same thing and you put your money there. What is the basis of what you bought? Which is the first thing I want you to address. Whenever you are investing in the stock market, there's the risk. There's the risk because I lost $99,000 6 years ago. That's what I lost. Yes, you just only lost 200,000. Yes, welcome to the club, right? And own it, right? Because it's a learning opportunity for you, right? It's a learning opportunity for you. What did you do wrong? In my own case, what I did wrong was I was trading. They're two different things. Trading and investing, they're very, very different. And this is investing. And I'm going to explain what that means. There's two different things. Your trading is different from investing. A trader means a trader. He buys and he sells. That's what I was doing. So I lost my money to penny stock, options trading, and of course, day trading. You can say day trading, options trading. Is that in the list of what I just showed here? Is it here? You only lost 600. Oh, Uche lost 600. Uche, I've told you not to be talking about this $600, right? You lost it to, yeah, join me in the club of the people that lost my friend lost 50,000 to Tesla trading options in 5 days to decay and all of those things. Did you see options trading here? No. Did you see day trading here? No. Because you have a full-time job. You have a full-time job already. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Can we quickly do a repost? Let's quickly reset the live. If you have not gotten your daily admin, let's get our daily admin. Let's get our daily admin. Let's give the gallery if you can. Let's tap out the live. Let's share out the live. Of course, the reason why I always ask that is because we're going to get halfway. Like yesterday, we got to the end of the live and somebody said, Dr. Lina, please, in 2 minutes, can you please recap or can you please repeat yourself? I am just joining. And of course, I always said that Dr. Lina is just human. Dr. Lina is not AI. Dr. Lina is not AI. So there's no way I can repeat. You expect me to, what I've been teaching for 3 hours, you expect me to repeat it in 2 minutes. How is that possible? Robot, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you have been sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. Proceed by, thank you so much for those shares. Let's share, let's repost. Thank you so much for the repost. Let's get a daily at me. Let's invest our friends over. You don't know how to share. And you'll be sitting there 2 minutes, click on that follow button. So you don't know how to click on the follow button. Trust me, I was like that. That's why I always say there's a plus sign in front of your name. Click on that. That's it. You don't know how to tap out the live. Just tap out like this. Touch the screen. Cost you nothing, just your fingers. You don't know how to share out the live. You see my forehead. That's the only time you're allowed to touch it. Press my forehead on the screen. You would see your contact. You see your contact immediately drop down. Invite each and every one of them. Let them come and learn. The other thing is that you see what Uche just did? Repost. Exactly. Sorry I came late. Then Dr. Lina, please repeat it in 2 minutes. Recap in 2 minutes. Frosty Bite, you did not miss anything. You've been here for the past 2 days. We've been doing a recap and now we're going. You actually came at the right time. And that's why I want us all to repost, to reshare, and do all of that so that once we go into this, right? Because we are going into smart investing, which is what we're going to be talking about today. So let's get our daily at me. If you have not gotten your daily at me, if you're sitting here 2 minutes, please, I beg you, you are doing us so much of a disservice because Algorithm always thinks about you as, oh, I don't value this. So when you just sit down here, you don't tap out the live, you don't click the follow button, you don't share the live, you don't get a daily admin, you are just seated, no comment, no nothing. You just act like a BOT, or you act like a scammer, right? Algorithm thinks that, oh, you know what, she's just sitting there. Or algorithm thinks that we are all BOTs, right? Candy says, oh, I'm the latest millionaire in town. Right? And stop peeping through the window. Come through the front door. Just be like Candy B. Click on that follow button. Let's welcome you into the community. So welcome in, everyone. Thank you all for sharing out the live. So let's keep going. Now, one of the things, so like my friend that was asking that, oh, he lost money, is now $200,000. One of the things I will tell you, you are just thinking like a trader. And I asked you a question. It's not trying to attack you or anything. Right? And those my friends on the YouTube side, it's not about attacking you. I am just teaching you something, because I asked you a solid question. That question is, why did you buy that stock? Why did you invest there? It's your money at the end of the day. Is it because somebody tells you, oh, you know what, this is the next big thing? Because that happened with a lot of us with SpaceX, right? SpaceX. That happened with a lot of us on SpaceX, right? Latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Yeah, it happened with a lot of us with SpaceX. I did not fall victim. You only did. You only did, Tech Queen, right? You only did. I did not fall victim. As a matter of fact, I was live that day and I was telling people why. But I'm just asking, why are you buying? Because go and check the book. The book already tells you $700 million in plain black and white, with minimal shares. Well done. Right? But because of the hype was so huge, right? Everybody wanted to buy. People bought the hypes. But guess what? They call our money dumb money on the Wall Street. Because retail investors, we will buy high and we'll buy high, and of course we'll sell low. Right? We will buy high and we'll sell low. That's the problem that a lot of us always have. But as a matter of fact, if you know what you're buying, I will show you something that I saw. Oh, I don't have my other phone. There's something that I saw on, do you know that VOO already crossed $700? VOO is is at all-time high. As of 2 weeks ago, because we have the technology, there was the AI scare. I was checking it today, $707. There was somebody that is in my mentorship program. And that was when we traded for her. I mean, I did not trade for her. That's when she set up her all accounts and everything. So she bought VO maybe like 672 or something. So it was a little bit high. What is VOO? That's what it's a type of ETF. It's an S&P 500 ETF. That's what we're going to be getting tonight. So she bought it like maybe 670 something. But because of the AI scare, it dropped to like 665. But one thing, or six whatever, it dropped. So she was losing about $12 or something. But one of the things that I talked, that because I've also engraded, so far you know what you are buying. If the price goes down, why are you panicking? It's just a paper loss. So always understand that when it comes to investing, when that numbers goes down, you see everything is red. It is what? Paper loss. It can become real loss if you bought rubbish stock, which was my own case that I lost $99,000. But if you bought solid company, you bought a Google. Where is Google going? We are still using, guys, we are still searching on Google. This is Google. In case you don't know what that company is, this is Google. Right? That's Google. You bought Meta. That's Facebook. That's Instagram. You bought Nvidia. That is the cheap stock for whatever. The AI whatever. You bought Bank of America. Or you bought a Procter & Gamble that has been around for over 100 years. Or a Coca-Cola. Why are you worried? And then you also made it. Remember, the multimillionaire does what? They diversify. You decide to diversify. So you do not just buy it as individual stock. You bought it as a All of this together. So if Google, maybe for some instance, there's a breach within Google, and Google stock goes down, but guess what? Inside the same basket, Google goes down. Inside the same basket, instead of you putting your entire $5,000 or $600, how much did he say he put? 600,000, right? Instead of him to have put the whole 600,000 in here, or let's talk about Mr. Uche that lost, he said it's $600 in SpaceX, right? That is $600, right? Instead of him to have bought the entire space, to have put it in Google, he decides to put it in the entire basket of this. Inside here, we have Microsoft. You know Microsoft? All, Microsoft laptop, right? Windows, all those kind of things. You have it there. A Caterpillar is there. A Procter & Gamble, Johnson & Johnson, Bank of America, diversified different companies, different industries, right? If one, this is Google. Let's say Google goes down. I have a question for every one of us. If you put your 5,000 in Google, this is $600 in Google. Let's say something happens with Google and the price of Google goes down for whatsoever reason. Let's say it goes down. This is scenario number one. Which one, where are you going to lose more money? Google alone, or if Google is with some other companies? Which ones? This is scenario number one. Where is Mr. Uche going to lose his money more? On Google only, putting all his money on Google, or putting his money on Google with some other stocks? Where is it going to, one or two? Where is it going to likely lose money more? This is Google only, scenario number one. This is scenario number two. Where do you think Google is, Mr. Uche is going to lose more? Google only. Google only. Thank you so much. That is why, because guess what? Why is he losing more money? Why is this one is losing less money here? Why? Why? Why do you think he's losing less money, or his chances of losing is less here? His risk of losing is less here. Why do you think so? If you are new here, welcome in. Make sure you click on that follow button. Why? All right. There's something called, remember what I said, combined power. Exactly. Combined power. Another word. Who wants to try again? Or should I just give you the answer? The answer was right here. The multimillionaires, how do they invest? Look at number two, equities and funds. That's your cue there. Diversification. That's it. Diversification and risk management. What you have just done, Big Dream, you were the one that said your money has been dropping. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. And that's what ETF is all about. So if you have been wondering, what is ETF? ETF is exchange traded funds. Everybody drop ETF in the comment. ETF, if you are new here, you want to learn about ETF, diversification and risk management. Well done. Diversification and risk management. That's what ETF does for you. And you remember I said I lost how much? I said I lost how much? Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
Yeah. Yeah, can you just disconnect? It's an error. I'm not sure. Thank you.
Well, I can get you out of here.
No, just go ahead and disconnect, please. Yeah, because we are actually all right, thank you. Perfect. All right, ETF. It's not REIT. REIT is a type. I said ETF. You said REIT. ETF is a type of, ETF is basically exchange traded funds. And let's clean the board so that we can go on here. Exchange traded funds. Exchange, or let's use the other board. Let's use the other board. So if you're new here, welcome in. Click on that follow button. If you're new here, welcome in. Click on that follow button. If we're sitting here 2 minutes, we are now going on what? We are now going on investing. We are going on investing now. That's the next thing. You have fixed your foundation. You have increased your income. This is steps to wealth building. Trust me, you follow this, you see your life change, right? You would see this is what they should have taught all of us in school, right? Number 3 or number 4, it's something called smart investing. So increase your income, build your wealth too, which is your income minus your expense, right? And of course, fix your foundation. I talked about that already. Now we're going to smart investing. What is smart investing? What is smart investing? Smart investing simply means that you are smart enough to ensure that you diversify. And number 2, it's called risk management. That's what that is. So it simply means that you are in the stock market, or you are investing in such a way that you calculate your risk. It's more like you are smart about it, and it is also calculated. A lot of times, this is where a lot of people miss it. They are not smart about it. This, Joanna said this, yeah. They're not, welcome back, Joanna, welcome in. Yeah, if you're new here, make sure you click on that subscribe button on the YouTube side, on the TikTok side. Click on the follow button. Don't just sit here, tap out the like, click on the follow button, share out the live, invite your friends over. Trust me, this is life changing. The minute I understood this, that is my, how do I put it? My remedy for the 99,000 that I lost. It's almost got, hey, fun. That's exactly the person I told. Fun, if you're ready to talk about that AUL. Right. I miss you too. Smart and calculated. Whenever you are investing in the stock market, be smart about it. Be calculative about it. Because guess what? Remember, it is your income. It is your wealth too. So you cannot joke about it. It's not, oh, that's fine. It's not me. It's not me. The fact that I'm telling you this, go back and verify. It is your money at the end of the day. I'm not the one investing. This is this is not a financial advice. This is what do they call it? This is just me advising you. Right? Smart and calculated. What does this mean? Absolutely. Smart and calculated. What does this simply mean? Whatever money, when you are smart, it means that what is the chances of me losing my money? What are my chances of losing money? That's number 1. So, you're so smart. Thank you. What are my chances of losing money? Trust me, I wasn't smart like that. If I was this smart, I wouldn't have lost the 99,000 6 years ago. I learned in a hard way. I learned in a hard way. That's why I'm teaching everybody, so that you will not learn in a hard way like me. Smart investing. It simply means that you look at it, you look at the numbers. What are my chances of loss? Chance of loss. Chance of gain. That's what it simply means. Can I lose my money or can I gain my money? So, I just made an explanation on something. If I put my money in, it's just like if I put my money in one, right? It's like putting your eggs in one basket. If I put all my money in this, my chances of losing money is it's 50 or a 33. So 33%, meaning I can lose I can gain, or I don't even experience any growth at all. That's it. Lose, gain, or I don't experience any growth. That's the chance. But if I put it in a basket alongside so many other companies, my risk reduces, or my chances of loss goes down to almost, depending on the numbers. Let's say it's a 500 number of 500 companies. My chances of loss is reduced significantly, maybe to a 1%, to a 2%. So it means that my chances of gaining as well also of this, because now you're spending your chances across many, you are betting against many companies. Oh, thank you so much. You are betting against many companies. That's what you are betting against, right? And because of that, your chances of loss is impossible. Please tell me, how is it possible that Coca-Cola, Coke has been around for forever? The makers of Tide, right? They are doing cleaning business. Musa, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you are new here, click on that follow button. If you're new here, you'll be sitting 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in like we just welcome Musa, the latest millionaire in town. All right. Think about it. Is it possible that ExxonMobil, the price would go down, meaning oil and gas, and at the same time, Bank of America, except there is a war, Bank of America or Chase will go down at the same time? Or another, let's say Nvidia goes down at that same time. The chances is very limited, or it's very low. So that's how you do it. My chance, what is my chance? Because you are in different industry. There is energy. There is real estate. There is finance. There is technology. There's fast moving. There is all of these different companies. Except there is a geopolitical whatever, like the Iran war or whatever. Then it's a situation. The minute the tariff war ends, the minute the Strait of Hormuz opens, it's going to end. So what do you do in that time? You even buy more. Because guess what? The people that bought in March now, everybody's smiling to the bank. Everybody's smiling to the bank. When everything was down, people bought. So your risk is lower. That's what this is. That's why the multimillionaires put their money. Guess what? Why? This is the reason. That's why their money is tied up in diversified portfolio, such as mutual funds, ETF, right? Direct business investment. So they don't only just put it in that alone, they also put it in some in businesses. So you don't put all your eggs in one basket. To maximize long-term growth. Emphasis on long-term. Emphasis on long-term. Right? Emphasis on long-term. So what is now ETF, right? ETF is what it's called. Now that we all really understand why is a very good tool. And why we know it's called exchange. Is a fund that is traded on the stock exchange. It's a fund traded on the stock exchange. So it means that this is, whenever you think of fund, what does that mean to you? What does that sound to you? What's your interpretation of a fund? Go fund me. Put it in the comment. What do you, when you hear fund, what do you see that as? What's another synonyms? What's a synonym for fund to you? What does it mean? Drop it in the comments. When you hear funds, what does that sound to you? Remember, I told you it's a two-way thing. Let's keep tapping out the live as well. If you're new here, click on that follow button. We are talking about ETF. ETF is what we're talking about. Exchange traded funds. When you hear fund, what does that mean to you guys? What does that mean to you? Funds, what does it mean to you? Thank you so much for tapping out the live. Just try. On those on YouTube, welcome in. How are you? Make sure you click on that subscribe button if you fun money, okay? Prissy said money, okay? All right. Who else wants to try? GoFundMe. Anybody? It just basically mean a collation or collection of money or a collection of investments, a collection like a basket, like I'm saying, is just basically a whole basket. So ETF is just a basket of stocks, many stocks inside there to help you what? To help you diversify and help you with risk management. So that, guess what? To help you not to lose money in the stock market. That's it. So example of ETF would be an S&P 500. That's an example of S&P 5. That's an example of ETF. Now, there are thousands and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of ETF. And you might be thinking, oh, this is about the United States. So far, there is a stock exchange in your own country. If there is a stock exchange in your own country, thank you all for tapping out the live. Let's quickly just reset the live. Thank you so much. Let's quickly reset the live. Let's tap out the live. And those on the YouTube, all you have to do, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Click on the subscribe button. And for those on, let's quickly just, let's tap out the live. Can we just get can we also share the live? Let's repost. Let's share the live. And you'll be sitting there 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Let's get our daily admin. Just a quick reset, guys. If you can fill up the gift gallery, let's do that. All right. Let's quickly take a minute. Let's take a minute. Let's quickly do that. Thank you all. Let's quickly tap out the live. I know we are all locked in. If you've just been sitting here and you've not clicked on the follow button, make sure you do that. And if you're new here and just meeting me, it's so good to have you. I'm Dr. Lina. I'm a doctor of business and technology. I'm in Texas, the United States. I'm a vice president of technology. I own and manage double-digit real estate portfolio. Also, I am a professor teaching AI, cybersecurity, deep learning, and information management system. And you're wondering, who is she? She's a vice president of technology. She talks about, but that's why is she talking about finance? That's because I am an economist. That's because I have my bachelor's in economics, and also I'm a chartered accountant as well. And of course, I also have my master's and my doctorate in strategy, business, and information management system. I've been investing for close to 2 decades, helping as many people to gain financial freedom, because money is just a tool. Financial freedom is the goal. So the ability to live life at your own terms, right? Being able to letting your money work harder than you do. That's the things that we talk about here. And this is the $1 Million League. Those aspiring to become a millionaire and those that are already millionaires. Like New York Entertainment, latest millionaire in town. Yeah, New York Entertainment is the latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. So these are people that are clamoring or they anticipate to become a millionaire someday. And you might be wondering, how is that even possible? Millionaire in dollars. How is that even possible? What if I tell you with $100, if you started at the age of 20, you're already a millionaire? If you mastered your Roth IRA, even in your 30s, or you will get to that $1 million, that in short, you will get to $3 million. Your portfolio is really huge. Thank you so much. Mr. Glow Solani, latest millionaire in town. Is there any other person that's still there, right? You do always a disservice just sitting here, not clicking the follow button, not tapping out the live, not sharing out the live, not getting your daily Ask Me, right? You do us a disservice in this community, right? If you're just been sitting here 2 minutes, click on that follow button, share out the live, tap out the live, get your friends over here, and make sure you click on that follow button. So good to have each and every one of us. And we're talking about the 4 pillars of wealth creation. Now we are on, it starts with your income, increase your income, but then you're not eating everything, because income must minus your expense. It must create your wealth too. Your wealth too, make sure you fix your foundation, have your 4 account system, build your emergency fund, pay off high interest debt. And of course, until you have done that, that is when you come to smart investing. Why? It helps you. What is smart investing? It helps with diversification, helps with risk management, and of course, What else does this mean? Becoming smart and calculated when it comes to investors. You don't just follow everybody. Oh, you know what? What's it called? What's it? SpaceX is the next big thing. The next IPO is the next big thing. You run and you rush to it, and then you got burnt. You don't know the reason why you are buying things. No, I have to. Oh no, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Make sure you all click on the subscribe button, click on the follow button. Now, S&P 500. This is the top 500. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Joanna. So good to always have you, right? S&P 500. Now, when I say that, we have hundreds, thousands of ETF, regardless of if you're in the US. So think about it. Yeah. Think about it. So good to have you always, right? Think about it. Thousands of ETF. What? So then the next question is, how do I mean? In the United States, maybe we have this number, but in other countries, because ETF is two things. Two things that you need to think about whenever you think about ETF is two things. Dr. Lina, what is those two things by? Yeah. It's two things. What are those two things you need to think about whenever you think about ETF? Or three things. One is a basket of stock. Basket of stock. Then what is that stock that we're talking about, right? Meaning, what is inside that basket? What is inside of it? Right? And literally, what is inside? What are the stocks that are inside that fund? Right? If in your country, what is the stock market? What is the the stock exchange? What is it called? Like in Kenya, is Nairobi Stock Exchange. Somebody told me that. In the United States, is the New York Stock Exchange. Drop your own stock exchange in your country, because I know every country has their own stock exchange. So far they have a stock exchange, then you can trade it, right? You don't have to trade the one in the United States. You can trade the one in your country, but you can also trade the one in the United States as well, right? Because the United States has one of the leading for now, right? But some other country even has some other ones. So what do I mean? This is a basket. What is inside? What are the companies? Think about, these are companies, but when it comes in the investing world, this is what is called stock or shares, right? Meaning that you're sharing part of companies, but literally this is company. This is Coca-Cola. This is Amazon. This is Nvidia. This is all of those, Procter & Gamble, all those companies, Caterpillar, Bank of America, all of those companies are in here. Now, what is the stock that is inside of it? That's number one. That's what differentiates one ETF from the other. The other thing is, whenever we say there is a fund, right? GoFundMe, there has to be somebody that is overseeing it. Who is the fund manager? Those are the two things that you need to. This is what differentiates one ETF from the other. What is inside the fund and who manages the fund manager. So how do I invest it? That's what we're going to get in there. Who is the fund manager? What is inside the fund? That's it. So it means that if I tell you that one question now, test time, do you have any questions to this time? Because now I want to ask my question. What is inside the fund and who is the fund manager? That is all that you need to know. So in your country, who is the fund manager of that particular fund? That's what you need to know. Number two is, what is inside that fund? What companies do we have inside that fund? So now, do you have any question? Going, because I'm ready to ask you my own question to test your understanding of what I've taught you so far. Are you ready? Put ready in the comments if you are ready. Are you ready? Put ready in the comments. Ready. If you are ready, remember, this is a two-way thing. Guys, we cannot do this live if we don't get to respond. So you need to respond. Ready. Thank you so much. Ready. Thank you. Yeah, only 2 people has responded. We have over 53 people here. Right? We can only do this live. It's a two-way conversation. Otherwise, I will be like I'm talking to the thing here. I'm thinking I'm talking with a robot. Okay, Omolfi is here. Can you imagine? Shan is here as well. Ready, Morgan. Thank you so much. Ready. All right. So my question, I still have, I need more. I need more. Ready. Okay. Uche said ready. Awesome. Awesome. Perfect. Who else is ready? Only 5 people are ready. All right. So it's basically, my question to you is, if I tell you that S&P 500 ETF, what is inside that basket of ETF? What is inside that basket of ETF? When I say S&P 500 ETF, what is inside that S&P 500 ETF? I mean, not the details. What is, I said S&P 500 ETF. What is inside that fund? Remember, this is a basket of, this is the, and then, yeah, make sure you click on that follow button as well, if you have not done so. Awesome. The S&P 500 ETF. The answer is already in what I said. What is in that ETF? A bunch of stock, top 500 tech companies. I want the exact word. S&P 500 ETF. What is in that ETF? The answer is in the question itself. S&P 500 ETF. What is in that ETF? Yeah, everybody, yes, you are answering, but the exact answer is in that question that I just asked you. S&P 500 ETF. What is in that ETF? This is going to help you understand the ETF better. Okay. It's called S&P 500. That's the answer. S&P 500 is what is inside. S&P 500 ETF, S&P 500 is what is inside. All right, another trial. You guys tried. Well done. Thank you. Now, the next question. Real estate ETF. What is in that ETF? I know I should get the correct answer now. Real estate ETF. What is in that ETF? Thank you. Real estate. Okay, real estate. Anyone contrary to that? Anyone feels real estate? Now you guys get it. All right, now you guys get it. Let's try another one. Technology. Ghana, top 100 Ghana technology ETF. Top 100 Ghana, I'm not sure. Top 100 Ghana technology ETF. Top 100 Ghana technology ETF. Technology. But it is one other thing that I want you to add to it is it's in Ghana. And it's the top 100. It's top 100 Ghana. Exactly. Top 100 Ghana technology. Thank you. Big Dream was absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Now you guys get it. Now you guys get it. Now you see the reason why I said it's very interactive. Because if I just explained it and you do not, right? Health and fitness TikTok, welcome in. Yeah, exactly. Now you understand it. So if I tell you beauty and if I tell you Swedish health and fitness, top 10 health and fitness ETF. Swedish top 10 health and fitness ETF. What is in that? Swedish top 10 health and fitness ETF. What's in that ETF? Swedish top 10 health and fitness ETF. Thank you. You literally, can you see literally? Mr. Big Green that did not even understand the ETF is getting all the answer. It's basically health and all I just saw is health and fitness TikTok. That's why I created it. So, but literally, do you know that just that company in itself, as it is, what I just described right now, it's a function of what they put in there. I'm not saying it exists, but it's a function, and I put different countries. So understand, yes, Frosty Bite, yes, that's it. Top 10 Swedish health and fitness, right there. So that's it. That is it. That's ETF for you. So it doesn't limit itself to the United States. It doesn't. So whenever you hear REIT, that is real estate investment trust, is just a basket of real estate companies inside the basket, period. So do we understand what ETF is? If you do, put yes, I do not understand. Put no, I do not understand. Because whenever they're talking about ETF right now, you can be able to start investing in ETF. What does this do for you? You are thinking about like the S&P 500, for instance. This is the top 500 companies in the United States. Top. As a matter of fact, at point in time, so they boot them out. If you don't perform well by a certain whatever, you are booted out. You can, so you are not remaining there forever. So it's every single quarter they are checking them and they are checking their performance. So guess what? Remember what I said? Calculated. So what is my smart? Is my money at the end of the day? There's somebody that is watching them because this is an index. There's somebody that is watching it and is looking at it that, okay, are you performing well? What are you doing? I mean, this is not even you. There's another body because they use that record for something else. It's not just, it just mimics those companies. But there's somebody that is already testing them. Is an index within the United States that is being measured. So it's highly regulated. That's why it is called one of the leading ETF. Because it is being scrutinized on a quarterly basis. What's your income doing? Asset, what is it doing? What is this doing? So that's why you have to have the best in class companies. That's what is seated here. Top 500 companies. That's what we have in here. So do you want to know the companies that we have in the S&P 500? If you want to know, put I want to know. If you don't want to know, we can just skip and I will just go straight to the next thing. If you want to know the companies that we have, because remember I told you, you want to know what is inside the fund. So once you understand this, you want to know what is inside the fund. Once you understand what is inside the fund and you know the fund manager, let's see. S&P 500 companies. You can also Google it. Remember that I always say that trust but verify. This is it. S&P 500 companies. If you recognize any of them, if you recognize as many that you can recognize, that's Apple. That's your iPhone, right? Amazon. That's where you spend your money every single Amazon delivery. Amazon delivery. That's the only thing that you remember about Amazon. Delivery. Package on my door. Start thinking as an investor. All right. There's Alphabet. That is Google. Nvidia. That is AI. United Health Group. That's your health. That's one of the people. Yeah. Your health, whatever. Tesla. Of course, you know Mr. Elon Musk. That's why you invested in SpaceX. Lily Ellie, you might not know that, but you know JP Morgan. That is Chase. So financial, you know Procter & Gamble, makers of Tides, oil of Olay, and all of those kind of things. Johnson & Johnson, you know that. Those Johnson powder. They've been around for over 100 years. Of course, you know Chevron because you buy gas there. Merck, maybe we don't know that one. AbbVie, you know PepsiCo because you like Pepsi. Costco, you order from there. Adobe, right? Adobe is there. Of course, there's Coca-Cola. You know Cisco. Walmart is there. Thermo Fisher is there. McDonald's. Oh, all those beautiful fries, right? Right there. You can own it. Always, whenever you see all these things that I'm saying, think about it. Change your mindset from being a consumer to becoming owner. So every money that you spend right there, think about it that, you know what, I want to use this money to invest. How can I own this company? Instead of always thinking, what can I consume? I love their fries. Ask, how can I own that company? That's it. Comcast is there as well. Pfizer, Linda, whatever. Netflix, that subscription, it's there. Abbott, maybe you don't know that. Oracle, Dahana Corporation, Wells Fargo, the Disney World is there as well. Texas Instrument, Philip Morrison, Verizon, Intuit, ConocoPhillips, Caterpillar, Amgen, Net Extra, Intel, Union Pacific, Lowe's, Bristol Myers, Honeywell, Boeing, General Electric, Qualcomm, Prolog, ServiceNow. So you see how many companies that are there? Think about the solid companies that are there. That doesn't mean that they remain there forever, by the way, guys. It doesn't remain there forever. That's why it's pretty popular. So now you understand what is inside. We're using these, and remember I said there are hundreds and thousands of ETF. You already know what it is. Now you know what is in that ETF now. This ETF that we have there, you know what it is. Top 500 company, I just literally showed you what it is. Now, remember the next question is, who manages it? Now you know what is, and that's why I always say you always need to know where you are putting your money. You need to really understand where exactly is this money going. So you know this solid company. You know what? When you see I want to ask you a question, and I want us all to respond based on the companies that I've just told you right now. Coca-Cola, Microsoft, Google. If you put your money in any Amazon, if you put your money there, if the price of the stock goes down, would you be worried? Question. Would you be worried? You put your money in any of those, like, the popular one that you know, maybe a few that you know. If you put your money, would you be worried? No. Who else? Who will be worried? I want people that will be worried. If you are going to be worried, please yes in the comments, please. No. If yours is yes, please feel free to put yes. We don't have to all no. Who else? If you are new here, click on the follow button. You're new here, click on the follow button. No. Yes, you'll be worried. Okay, please tell us why you'll be worried. Potter's Ants, why are you going to be worried? Just type it in there. We want to know. Higher World, latest millionaire in town. If you are new here, click on that follow button. Welcome in. Welcome in to the $1 Million League. Yeah, Potter's Ants, why would you be worried? Also state the reason why you'll be worried, so that we can help you understand. Maybe a particular company that you are thinking of that will make you work, because market can go down. Okay. All right. Very, okay. All right. The market can go down, but we're talking about the company itself, right? That's what the question is, if the stock goes down, we are back to the question. The stock goes down. Tesla, you'll be worried about Tesla. Did you invest in SpaceX? Recession. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. I agree. Recession. Yeah, totally agree with you. When there's a recession, totally agree with you. However, the other option, there's also, you can decide to leave it in the savings account. The impact on recession is going to be greater because the inflation will be higher. You're already losing 4.2%, right? Because you're talking about general economy right now. It's just like war happening, like the war between Iran and, of course. But this recession is not as a result of that individual company. We're talking about the individual company. Recession is a global economic situation, right? That's impacting everything, just like the war, right? And of course, Does that make sense? It's just like, let's say there's a world war right now. We are not even going to talk about whatever we're talking about right now, because it's not as a result of those individual companies or those companies. Yes, you'll be worried about Tesla. I understand. I understand, right? But the thing about it is that Tesla has also done successfully. Also understand that it is traded on the stock exchange. It is not individually owned by one man, right? It is not individually owned by one man. Any other person that says no, does that answer your question, Potter's End? Does it answer your question? Because the only other way is, why Tesla? Because a lot of things with Tesla, because it's very linked. I'm sure the same way that some people are very skeptical about SpaceX, right? Because a lot of time when you talk about Tesla to a lot of people, Tesla is Elon Musk, right? But we need to understand that Tesla is, how do I put it? It's a company. It's not just about Elon Musk. And of course, it's not just about a car company. It's about technology. There's way more to Tesla. You know, it's very different from SpaceX. That it's about space and all of that. But Tesla, yeah, it does there's so many things that it does. So latest millionaire in time. But then why Tesla? It's because of the man. The man, a lot of times it's attached to the man, to the man, right? But Tesla, but let's even assume that Tesla falls out of all of this. Tesla goes down out of all of this. But you have 400, and let's say it's the weakest link. I mean, we're talking about 500 companies, but we have 499. Question. If Tesla, let's even say Tesla goes down, how much impact does it have when you see have 499 companies? Is the impact going to be huge? But is the richest man in the world now? Well, let's still check, with SpaceX and everything happening. Yeah, I don't know. Right? Let's use Tesla as the weakest link, which is obviously not the weakest link. But based on what we're talking about, let's assume that Tesla goes down. It goes down. But guess what? You still have 499 companies. Remember what we said? Diversification, risk management. Diversification, risk management. That's what you are trying to protect. That doesn't mean that all these companies that are here are fantastic. They are absolutely fantastic because they are the top 500 companies. So it means that their income statement is on point. Their asset and liability statement is on point. Their cash flow is on point. Their goodwill is on point, right? Litigation is under management, is under control. Ken Lazy is on point. Latest millionaire in town. If you're new here, make sure you click on the follow button. We are teaching ETF, exchange traded funds, as part of the 4 pillars of wealth creation under the smart investor category. It helps with diversification, risk management. So this is you managing and calculating your risk, because instead of you buying just Tesla, putting 1,000 in Tesla, you're putting, oh, you're great, awesome. Yeah, welcome in. 1,000, instead of putting it in Tesla, and Tesla goes down for some instance, you can put your $1,000 and you put it in 100% in 500 companies. So that if that goes down, you know that your money is protected, because there's Amazon there, there's Google, there's Microsoft, there's Procter & Gamble that have been around for over 100 years. And it's not just one industry. That's the other beautiful part of it. That's one of the things, like I said, there are so many ETFs. In short, if not up to hundreds of thousands, because it's all over the world. United States is just one part. All over the world. All right? Even in the United States alone, you can buy the entire US stock market. Right? But this is just very popular. That's why we're talking about it. Now, we've already know what is inside of it. Now, let's see who manages it. You can have this same fund. There can be many fund managers. Everybody can just decide to create their own fund that mimics this index. this S&P 500. So let's assume that this is a fund manager called Vanguard, right? Another fund manager called State Street. Another fund manager called BlackRock. Another one like this, another one like this. When it comes to Vanguard, remember, it's tracking this. That's what is called VOO. The person that was asking me about VOO earlier. Boy, thank you so much for sharing out the live. The person that was asking me about VOO earlier. So it tracks the S&P 500. But who is the fund manager? So what is in it? This is the what? And this is the manager. State Street. Something like State Street is where you hear SPY. What is inside? The same thing. Still track the same thing. The fund manager here is State Street. But what is inside? S&P 500. The same thing. Here, BlackRock, High VV. What is inside? S&P 500. The fund manager. Who? BlackRock. That's just it. That is just it, guys. So ETF, always just remember what is inside of it. Understand what is inside of it and who manages it. That's what differentiates one ETF from the other. Another thing, what has it returned? In the past 30 to 40 years, 30 to 50 years, it's done between 8 to 10%. How do I know? Find it on Google. Lady first, welcome in. How do I know? It's right there on Google. Just Google what has S&P 500 returned in the past 30 to 50 years. 8 to 10% versus what you get from you are even excited about, yeah. You are even excited about your what's it called? You are excited with 4% that you are getting from SoFi from IU savings account. But you are saying, oh, you know what? This one I'm scared about. This has average return. Hey, thank you so much for getting your daily at me. If you are new here, click on that follow button. Let's get our daily at me, right? But you are not excited that something has provided 8 to 10% in the past 30, 40 years. What other data are you looking for? What other data are you looking for? Just go on Google and check it. Between 2016 to date, 2016 and 2026, 10 years is returned 14 to 15%. How do I know? Check on Google. Always be the reason, and I'm not laughing. The reason, thank you so much for the roses. The reason that I said that, even though it sounds funny, is really check on Google. Check on ChatGPT. A lot of people are going through IUL problem right now. If only they checked on Google, ChatGPT, the answer is right there in their faces. I mean, I had a session phone. Always, his phone is here right now. This morning, and the person was like, "If only I checked this thing 2 weeks ago. If only I, he was right there. That's her. If only I checked when I checked about IUL right earlier. This is one of the people that I met earlier this morning, and she put her money 3 years ago, and so she tries to withdraw her money in January. Guess what? As a matter of fact, money has entered. Money, she can't get money anymore. $12,000 or almost $15,000 gone. Just like that. What pains me more is we're not talking about people that are young, that still have time. He hurts. He hurts. He hurts on my behalf for them. If only, and the other person, I don't know if he's here, he will probably also mention it. He said he just listed it 2 weeks ago. It happened to you too. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm beginning to see this. We need to track this. This doesn't just make sense. This just doesn't make sense. Please, guys, again, one more time. Just the same way I talk about, I don't have another account. If you have not clicked on the follow button, click on the follow button. Omovi, you are also. Oh, Omovi is Judge. Yes, that's the other person that just did it 2 weeks ago. Did you give them a call? Please, did you give them a call? See, this is another person. Mr. George, this is another person saying it happened to her as well. Please put her and put your story. These people cannot be lying. Mr. George, please make sure you put through that call after 5 years and you got nothing. Guy, please, on no condition, 3 years. Another person 3 years. Now it's 5 years. So it's not about 5 years or no money, to cash out. So please, I want to plead with you again. IUL, if you have not put your money into it, don't. And if you have to do it, know what? Don't be pressurized because family, friends said you should come and do it. It's a different story that they told you. Do your insurance separate and do your investment separate, guy. It hurts me. I didn't put my money, $250 monthly. The other person's one was $300 monthly. So, Mr. George, now you already, this is another person. Call them and make sure you withdraw your money and go and open the Roth IRA for your kid or put it in some other 529 education or something. All right? So please, guys, okay, you do. Don't be aware. Every single day counts. Every single day counts. You work too hard for your money. All right. So what was I even saying? So 14 to 15%. I don't even know how they happen to scam us. So anyway, 14 to 15%. Go on Google and check. What does S&P 500, right? Mr. George did. That's what he did. He said he went on ChatGPT, IUL. And that was at that point that I said, oh my goodness, if only I checked this last month or 2 weeks ago, I wouldn't have put my money. That was his word. If only I have just checked. So let it not be your story. If only I have just checked. Go and check it now. S&P 500. What did it return? Don't just take my word for it. Trust, but always verify. You trust me? Yes, I'm a doctor. Yes, I have my natural hair. Yes, I said I'm a Jesus baby. Yes, and all of that. But do you know me in person? Google will not lie to you. Okay? Google will not lie to you. I want to cash out the 1K in there. I wish I checked on Google. Yeah. So, but you can check this on Google. Trust but verify. Go on Google. What is S&P 500? As a matter of fact, everybody go and check it right now. Take another gadget. Check it right now. What has S&P 500 returned in the past 30 to 50 years? What has it returned in the past 10 years? Let us check it so you would get the result yourself. And then you can call me out. You would see things like 12% to 15.5%. Depending on where you're checking, you see 13.9 to 15.5, 15.9, depending on where you're checking. Always be in the habit. Don't just take people's word for it. Google, take a minute to check. Do it right now if you can and drop it in the comment. If you get this 14 to 15%, I'm waiting, guys. I'm waiting. If you are new here, welcome in. Click on that follow button. If you are new here, click on the follow button and then the iPad decides to go. Oh, okay. Thank you. Somebody give us the answer. What has S&P 500 returned in the past 10 years? Averagely, emphasis on average. So there are years when it returned 20-something percent, 30%. Last year, it returned 18%. That's if you understand how it works and have an honest agent. I don't even know. But how do you know the person? Did somebody drop a comment? Did somebody drop a comment that I'm missing? Please, yeah. How do you know the honest agent? That's my question. How do you know you are telling somebody to do it on your behalf? How do you know it works? That's the question. That's always my question. The same thing you just said, an honest agent is number one. Number two is how it works. They are bringing you into something. How do you know how it works? How do you know the agent is honest? That's the problem. And that's why every time people come about IUL insurance, they've called me severally. Dr. Lina, do this, do IUL. And I say, I cannot unless I do it. 13 to 14%. Thank you so much. All right, Lady Forrest. Thank you so much. Who else? Do your personal research. You want to do a personal research on somebody that is honest? Potter ants. Yeah. 13 to 15%. Oh my goodness, I mistakenly invited somebody again. 13 to 15%. Okay, 13.5 typically is an average, guys. Is an average. Remember, it's a range. The same way you have 8 to 12%. That's my advice to people, though. Yeah. It's a range. It's typically a range. So yes, it's a 13.5%, but it's typically a range. Okay? It's a range. So look at the numbers. Between 10, for the past 10 years, what is the average? If you're not doing this right now that I'm doing, guys, just go and do it. If you have another gadget, do it. If you are new here, click on that follow button. We're talking about ETF, exchange traded funds. And now we're looking at S&P 500 as an example. You know, there are hundreds, if not, there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of ETF. I'm not referring to, oh, I have learned to understand things before. Oh, yes. Not even after you lost that money. I bet. Right? So Google, I want everybody so that you can search it yourself next time. Search it for yourself next time. Okay? So anybody trying to give us the numbers again? Everybody, any other person give us what is the average, what has S&P 500 returned averagely in the past 10 years? Right? Between 2016 till date, what has it returned? Guys, put it in the comments. I want to make sure you are searching. Danny Metal, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. If you are new here, click on that follow button. Don't just sit here. Don't sit through the window. Come through the front door. Is it better to do investing on ourselves or have a financial advisor? What do you think? What do you think, Salem? What do you think? I always ask that because a lot of time we already know the answer. So when I'm not here, you can answer the same question. What do you think? I just want to get your opinion, then I'll tell you the right answer. Right? Advice or no? Advice or no? You know the reason why, Salem? Whatever you are doing that, look at the cost. What is the cost? Except you are, if you're already diversified in 500 companies, what advisor do you need? I saw one video. What you are just basically doing, if you look at what they invested for you, right? I did this with 1%. Calculate that 1%. Calculate that 1%. You'll be surprised. And whenever you look at your portfolio, go and tell me, take your portfolio if you already have one. Take your portfolio and tell me how many of these stocks the individual stocks that they pick in there, how many of it is in the S&P 500? How many? Because what they basically do is they pick the stock from S&P 500 and individually put it there for you. I did this with one of my account of my investor in JP Morgan. I said, okay, we did a competition. I'll put mine in this. I'll put mine in ETF, and you manage this for me. Guess what? By the time they remove their fees, I return 10%. They return 5% adjusted to their fees. How can I invest in S&P? Yeah, in Uganda, you just open a brokerage account and you start buying. But the first question is, why are you investing in the S&P 500 billionaire? Because I told you, go on Google. How much as S&P? What is the return, average return in S&P 500 in the past 10 years? You have not given me your response, but you are still listening to me. That's another scenario of IUL in the making. Don't you have to know about finances? What are they? Are you saying an investment advisor? Don't we have to know about finances to do what? To help you to manage your finances. And those on the YouTube, I'm waiting on your responses as well. Yeah, welcome in. Make sure you click on that subscribe button if you have not done so. And on the YouTube, on the TikTok side, click on the follow button. And I'm wondering, guys, I'm also on YouTube. It's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. In case you have not subscribed, I do that I release videos every single Sunday for generational wealth and retirement income and health. What is for that? You need to handle your finances. So advisor would set up your generational wealth and do what? What investment bank is the best one to open a brokerage account? What country are you? Google ChatGPT again. What country are you? Oh my goodness. Guys, I'm literally telling you this. I will answer your question. I'll literally answer your question. What country are you? But if you go on Google, this question that you asked, you'll be answered. Just go on Google and check what best IELTS service account. Best, whatever question that you just typed here. Brokerage account in your country. That's it. Look at the review. Don't they monitor and adjust as they need it? Are you a trader? Is it trading? Are you a trader? You're an investor. So guess what? These has returned 14 to 15%, right? Market is up, market is down. A lot of times, I also noticed that when they are adjusting, they are triggering a short-term tax event for you. Because taxes, I have, which I've moved most of it to self-managed, right? I have most of them are self-managed now. And I realized that whenever they do all those short-term sales, trying to adjust, it triggers a short-term tax event because you are paying more taxes. But if you are not a trader, right, you're not doing short-term because you know that short-term capital gain is higher than long-term capital gain taxes. Short-term capital gain, so if you buy within the year and sell within the year, the taxes are way higher than when you keep it for a longer time. It's beyond 1 year. So that's the other thing people don't understand. Okay? That's the other thing. So Salem, it depends on your choice at the end of the day. What I would recommend, right, is just simply understand what ETF is, put whatever the basket of funds. So you pick once, and that's it. You pick once based on, that's why you need to know what you're putting your money in. That's what I was just telling you, Salem. Go and Google what has S&P 500 done in the past 10 years. You've not answered me. Don't ask me any other question again. Yeah, don't ask me until you answer that question, because you would be, once you do that, the reason why I want you to go check it is because this education and what I'm saying right now, you would be able to, and I don't mean it to disrespect you. It is for you to be able to learn. So that question you're asking me right now, you know what you're going to do? When you go there, you would understand why I said, whatever response I'm giving you, you would understand. You ask the question, what was it? Why do you need to, when I say why are you monitoring it? Why are you adjusting it? Right? You will understand, this is the reason. This is the reason why she means, because this has returned this. This is the top companies like this. This is a solid company. You will see more data. It's going to help you. It's just basically telling you do research. When you do that research, then you would be able to take an informed decision. So when the stock market goes down, let me tell you, S&P 500 went down. This S&P 500 VO went down to 600 and something. And I was going to show you something, but I'll show you tomorrow. It went down. But guess what? It's back at 707 today. Guess what? Dr. Lina has been buying when it was 200 and something. Today is at 707. Tomorrow, don't be surprised it becomes 650. When it becomes 650, who is buying more? Dr. Lina. When it was 200, I am still buying. When it's also 400, I'm still buying. When that 400 falls to 300 or 285, losing $100, guess what? Dr. Lina increased, doubled how much I'm buying. Why? Why do I have so much confidence? Because I know what I'm putting my money in. I know that, oh, this is the worth of this thing. Because think about it. This iPad is $100, right? Let's say this iPad is $100. Because the iPad, somebody decides it's all in the pack and in the box and everything looks good. But because somebody got 5 of it as a wedding gift, right? The person decides to sell it at $50 each. Does that change the value of this iPad from becoming still $100? Does anything change? This iPad is regular $100, for instance. But because somebody decides to sell it with the box and it's still brand new, the price is still the same thing. The value is still the same thing. The only thing, you got it as a discount. Think about Black Friday. When you queue and you do all of those things, you buy all those things. You buy it at a discount early in the morning. But by 9 a.m., what happened? The price goes back to the normal price and you never see it again until 1 year after. Does that change the value? Some people would come and buy the same product at a higher price. Some people bought my smart investing course for $27.99. Because one day I just said, you know what? I want to tell you that $27.99 is $10,000. And because I wanted to prove a point to people that with this $10,000, Spice Up latest millionaire in town, welcome in. I wanted to show people $27.40 a day times 365. That is $10,000 a year. I bet you did not know that. So because I wanted that to sink in, and I also said with that $10,000, if you invest it consistently for 10 years, you will get to 1.6 million. Is it 10 years or 20 years? You're going to get to 1.6 million if that's all that you do, right? Because of that, I did the course for $27.99. Regular price of the course was $197. After the live, the price changed to $197. Guess what? The value of it was just $27. A lot of people, or close to like 100 people got it for that $27. Took advantage of it. Guess what? The next day, another person came, bought it at $197. It's just that one person was smarter than the other. So that's the same thing. Whenever you know what you are buying, even when the market is down, hey, what do? That is what? Shopping spree. That is what it's called. Oh, blood on the streets with scoop. That's what it's called. And that's how you invest. That is how the institution invest. But most of the time, they call us dumb money because we all are going to be selling at that time. Now, when SpaceX was 225, guess what? People were buying, people were hyping, everybody was talking about it. Now that is less than 100, is it less than $100? And it's still going down. When it becomes $30 or $50, nobody's going to buy it. It's just a psychological thing. Nobody's buying. But when it's it's going up, everybody's buying. It's just like when cryptocurrency, 122,000, everybody was talking about crypto. Now nobody's talking about crypto. Nobody's talking about Bitcoin. Not that I'm saying that you should go and buy. I'm just saying all those things. That is, so we need to be, but so far you know what you are buying. That's why it is important. What is inside that fund? Who manages it most of the time does not really matter. VOO, the only thing that you are checking with this is the fees. Some fees are different. What is the fees of each of this fund manager? 0.02, 0.03, 0.05, or whatever. That's it. But this one did 18% or 18.1. This one did 17.9. This one did 18 point something because they track the same thing. So, and you can buy it from your country, anywhere, anyhow. If you are new here, click on that follow button. Any question, If you're new here, maybe you've been here for more than 2 minutes. Click on the follow button. Let's welcome you in. Any question, guys? Any questions? I want to introduce. So how do you go about it? And we got the answer. Okay, let me quickly show this. Let me quickly show this. So, and some people, 14% is too small for you, right? 14% is not good. 10% is too small. 10% return. What, I mean, just put it in the comments. Is it a good interest? Is it a good return on investment? 10% or is not good? 10% is not good. 15% is not good. Or is it good? If it's good, put yes, it's good. Or it's not, also put it in the comment. All right. Everywhere is quiet. Should we wrap up? Should we end the live now? Everywhere is quiet. Should we end the live now? If you're new here, click on that for yes, it's good. Okay. Yes, thank you so much. More you've been here for it on the YouTube side. And for those on the YouTube side, make sure you click on the subscribe button. And on the YouTube, my YouTube, you don't want to miss out on the YouTube. Only one person said yes on TikTok. Maybe we need to wrap up and continue tomorrow. Are we all tired? I know we've been here since 8 or 8:30. Yeah, maybe we just wrap up right now. We wrap up and we continue tomorrow. Is that okay? We'll continue tomorrow. So if you're new, click on that follow button, turn on notification bell. Let me quickly wrap up with this. I think we are all very tired. You are all very tired, right? Not even a response, no nothing. Okay. Maybe we'll just wrap up here and we'll continue from here tomorrow. So let's assume that you are putting $100. Let's assume that you are putting $100. Or let's assume that, let's say you're putting $300 every single month. That's about $10 a day. $10 a day. Let's say you put $300 and you put it for 25 years because you're in your 30s or you're in your 40s for your retirement, and at 14%, let's see what you're going to get after. 662. $300. If you max out your Roth IRA, meaning you are putting $20 a day, 625. Because you are just starting at age 40. Because we have a lot of people in 40s here. And you do it for 25 years. You get 1.38 million. Almost 1.4 million. So whenever I call you a multi-millionaire or I call you a millionaire, be sure all that you put in here is 188,000. What is doing the heavy lifting? You're almost 50. Okay. Right. Let's do, you're almost 50. So one of the things that when you are, your 50s as well, in your 50s, so that means you have about 15 years. When you're already in your 50s, one of the things I want to recommend is, you need to put more. You need to invest more, because especially if you're trying to catch up or you're trying to do all of those things, you need to put more. The more is what is going to help you, because ultimately, let's do something. Let's do some. Let me just. We're going to do the 50s, but let me show you something quickly. Hey, Christy, how are you? It's been a minute. Let's do a child. Let's clean my glasses. $100. Starts it at the age of 20. So he has 45 years in the market. All he puts every single day, every single month, is $100. That's like $3 a day. Let's calculate. Can you see? $3 million. $3 million. All this child puts in is $100 a day from age 20. By the time this child is retiring, Mr. Judge, you get what I was explaining earlier. $3 million. $100, all it does is, and guess what? How much did you put in there? So even if you're in your 50s, your children, a month, not a day. This $3 a day, $3 a day. This is $3 a day. All he puts in is 54,000, guys, just to bring it to perspective. Don't encourage, force them. Force them, Lady Forest. Force them. Don't encourage. Encouragement is, I tell you, my teenager already has a Roth IRA. He already has a Roth IRA. And he works as a lifeguard. So, yes, it's force. You need to open your Roth IRA. Already, whatever money is making, 50% of it is going to, or 40%, it's already told me 40% goes to my Roth IRA, 30% goes to my brokerage, or you know, he was trying to switch it. Which one? He said 35%. One in my brokerage, 35% in my Roth IRA, which we were just working for a little bit for the summer, during the summer, and as a lifeguard. And guess what? He's already opened the two accounts. He's transferring the money. And he said, okay, this is going to just be there for in my account. This is my, what's the other one? My guilt-free money, right? That's it. But he said, first, I need to take care of my retirement. It's by force. You want to build generational wealth. It's by force. So, 54,000 is all this child puts in. And guess what? 3-point-something million. That's it. So, it's the time in the market. Even let's even become more conservative. Let's say 10%. Let's even not do what he did in the past 10 years. Let's just even be conservative. Even at that, it's it's still running to 1 million. We're still running to 1 million. Let's even say at 10%. All he puts in is what? He puts in 54,000. He still gets it over 800. This is like $3 a day. And if you are wondering where I'm looking at it from, it's the Security and Exchange is not my own app. Security and Exchange, U.S. Security and Exchange Commission. So it's the U.S. website. Compound interest calculator. That's what it is. So let's see. 50-year-old. How much do you want to put in 50 years old? How much do you want to start putting in? If you are new here, click on the follow button. We are talking about ETF. ETF. Reason why I cannot do this you can do this with individual stocks, but I cannot do it with individual stocks because the risk is higher. Anything can happen. I cannot forecast 45 years. I can forecast for a Procter & Gamble, right? But things can happen with Procter & Gamble because it's an individual company. Anything can happen and the company goes down. But because this is a multiple companies, my risk is diversified and I manage my risk that way. Can you show us with $100 and $300 for how many years? 100 and 300. What for how many years? $300. I just showed you 100. For how many years? From the age of 15. Okay, just for 15 years. That's not going to be a lot because the time in the market really matters. Time in the market, it's not going to be a lot. I can already tell you. So this is $100. Oh no. It's $53. 53,000. Can you see? Yeah, you won't click on the follow button. Yeah, so welcome in. Yeah, that's what we're doing here. Yeah, just click on that follow button so you can see. We only put 18,000, but 53,000, which is still something, but I don't think that is life changing. So let's do $300. This is you doing $100. That's why I said you need to put more, meaning you have to invest more of your money. Do the 50 for, yeah, that's what we're doing, because that's 15 years. For how much? So I'm doing $300 right now, and you guys can Google it yourself. It's not you can do it yourself as well. 159,000 at $300. Yeah, at $300 a month, selling at $300, starting for 15 years. You contribute 54,000, but you get like almost 100,000. How about 625 for 15? Yeah, that's you maxing out your Roth IRA. Let's see. It has to be 1,000 or more to make a difference. Yeah, that's what I just said. You know, it has to be you already, and a lot of times, let me tell you, a lot of times people always, so let's say 625. 625 is what it takes for, let's see. I just want to make sure I don't miss anyone. So we just did $300. That's what we just did, $300. But for how long? For how many years? Twin. So how to start? Okay. So let's do. I'm not in the US. You can invest in your own ETF in your own country, and you can invest in the one in the US as well. I think are you just joining? If you're just joining, yeah, that's what we've been talking about for the past. I think we might just continue tomorrow. 625. Let's do 625. And we're doing, is it 15 years? Yes, that's why. That's what we've been talking about. It's still 15 years, right? For those at the age of 50. So it's still like, if you put it in your Roth IRA, if you put it in twin, is that at 50? Is it 1,000 a month at 50? So you put 113, but then it's about 333. But the beautiful thing is that when you say 625, I want to believe that is you are talking about it, that you're putting it in Roth IRA, because all this 333 will be all your money. Now let's do it. Let's now say that let's increase it by 20. Can you see the difference? This is 333. Let's now say you started 45, 845. Let's see the difference. Let's see the impact. Can you see double the money all of a sudden? 150, 691. Still the same thing, 691. Can you see? Just 5 years more. Assuming you started it at 845 instead of 40. Now let's say that you now said, okay, you started at the age of 40. You are just maxing your Roth IRA at the age of 40. Remember, it's 629, 1.38. This is doing what S&P 500 has done in the past 10 years. Averagely, this is a 14%. So when I call you a millionaire, this is your millionaire that you are bringing. 188,000 done over the space of 25 years. The remaining 188 is here, right? 1.2 is coming from where? It's coming from compound interest. Investing. Time in the market. That's where the remaining is coming from. Let's see. 1,000 monthly. Now let's do 1,000 monthly. For how many years? That are not. Yes, you can open what's it called? A kids brokerage account. We call it a custodian account. So let's assume you do 40,000. I mean, for 25 years, you were doing 1,000 for 25 years. You know that you cannot your max for Roth IRA, by the way, is 625. But let's say you now put it the others in the brokerage account for 25 years. Let's say 2.2 million. Let's think, oh, now, but you started it at you're 35 years old. So you keep it for 30 years. And that you keep it for 30 years. 4.3 million. So whenever I tell you millionaire, can you see the difference? All he puts in is 361, 4.3 million. When you are already retired, you can't do Roth. When you're already retired, you can't do Roth. But I mean, when you're already retired, really, you're already retired. Retired at what? At after 6 regular retirement age, or regular what? Retirement at what? Regular retirement age, or you just retire because you want to retire? If you are not of, if you retire early, of course you can still do it. The self-directed Roth. The self-directed Roth. It doesn't have to be with your employer. The self-directed Roth. All right? The self-directed Roth. And really, when you are retired, if you are retired and you are of retirement age, at that point, I think your focus is just retirement planning. Right? The money that you have, how do you ensure that you don't run out of it? More like a retirement planning structure, right? Instead of you trying to say, oh, you know what, I want to put in Roth IRA, I want to, right? You can put some of it in brokerage account, you have dividends income, such that every single month there's money that's coming in. AK latest millionaire income, welcome in. If you are new here, click on the follow button, and those on the YouTube side, click on the follow button as subscribe button as well. Any question? Any question? And by the way, you can buy S&P 500 from your own country. You don't have to also buy the S&P 500 for the United States. You can do your own research. You can buy the good ETF in your own country as well. It might even be outperforming the S&P 500. But you search, that's why I was saying go and do that research earlier, because you might even be getting something better. Can you tell us about dividends income? Another time, absolutely right. Dividends is basically, that's another type of ETF. So if I ask you a question, remember Selema, I asked a question earlier, S&P 500 ETF, what is inside of it? Dividend ETF. Dividend ETF, what is inside of it? Okay, guys, dividend ETF, what is inside of it? I'm still trying to practice what I taught you earlier. Treasure bonds. The only time I talk about bonds is when people are in their 60s. You cannot tell, you have your risk tolerance is, yeah, is low. That's the only time I talk about bonds. All right, that's the only time, because it's government bonds. So the return on it is very low. So of course, the higher the risk, the higher the return. The lower the risk, the lower the return. So your money is overly protected in that case as well. It's overly, because you're putting, it's government. Whenever you hear bonds, you hear treasury, that's government. The return is not high, but of course your money is also protected. So it's something that I always try to put in the portfolio of the people that are already, you're close to retirement, right? Dividends is another thing that would put close to that. And guys, you never responded to the dividends. Let's end the live here. You never responded. I think everyone is tired. Let's end it here. Let's end it here. Right? But absolutely great question. Absolutely. We'll continue tomorrow. Except anybody has questions, drop your questions in the comment. How can I start Roth? Okay, how can I start Roth? Open your Roth account, fund it, buy what you want to buy, the ETF you want to buy, um, and of course, that's it. That's it. If you want like the details or step by step, if you have not followed on if you have not followed on YouTube, it's on YouTube is Money Talk with Dr. Lina, right? Yeah. But that's the entire step that I just told you. And then we have the course. You find the course on my bio. That's going to teach you everything about how to go about it step by step. You need the guidance and all of that. So you find the course on my bio. You find the course on my bio. It's Roth only for US residents. Yes. But check of your tax advantage account in your own country. Like Canada, they have TFSA. In the UK, they have something close, which is ISA. Some countries have pension. Just look for tax advantage accounts in your country. All right. So, Fossey, does that answer your question? Leaving mutual funds. Yeah. What about mutual? It's okay, but I just check about the fees. Mortgage. Okay. Does that answer your question? Okay. Right. It's just the fees. It's the fees that I have for mutual funds. ETF, the fees are cheaper. That's the only thing. The fees are cheaper. Profit of shares equals dividends. Profit of shares equals dividends. Profit of shares. Profit of shares. Profit of shares. No, that's not it. But close. Dividends is basically companies' profit sharing. All right. The company makes profit and they share the profit with you and pay you as a form of dividends. All right. And it's a function of the shares that you have or ETF that you have or whatever that you have. They will give you some form of return from profit from their company. And it's almost like they're sharing profit of the company with you. Almost like that. All right. Evans, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. Any other question? Any other question? Any other question? We're wrapping up the live here. If you're new here, click on the follow button. Tomorrow we'll start with something called real estate. We continue this tomorrow. We wrap up this tomorrow, and tomorrow we'll start with real estate. Real estate, real estate, real estate. Right? You want to know how to buy real estate? All of that. We're going to be. Oh, how to open an account. What country are you? Frosty Bite, what country are you? Hey, Guy Dover, you're in the United States. Yeah, just check what is the very informative. You're most welcome. Yeah, if you're in the United States, you can open Fidelity, Schwab's, or you can open what's it called, Vanguard, or you can just Google and just look at the review and just open whichever one works for you there. Right? It's just like the way you open a bank account, then you open an investment account. Okay? Does that answer your question? Does that answer your question? So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. You do not want to miss out on that. You don't want to miss out on that. As a matter of fact, the topic we're talking about tomorrow, which is real estate, there's the video, the latest video is around that, the step-by-step, how to invest, how to buy your first rental property. I think tomorrow I will be talking about, okay, you're welcome. Tina, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. Tomorrow, we're going to be talking about how can you even invest in real estate with little or no money in the pocket. We're going to talk about that. So remind me, we're going to be talking about which of them, ETF or real estate, which one is the wealth engine, right? I'm going to be telling you all of that. So you don't want to miss tomorrow, right? You want to come around tomorrow as well. If you have any question, I'll wait for a little bit while we enjoy our music. I know that you guys always like the music time as well. You are most welcome. You're most welcome. Oh, Lina. He said Rina. Is that Lina? Lina is my name. And if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, guys, you're sleeping on it. The reason why I say it is the only platform where I have a different kind of is the only platform where I have a different kind of um another kind of what am I even saying? So here, this is my YouTube channel. So if you have not subscribed to always but you've been coming late these days. All is well. These are so if you can see, let's see. I'm always streaming. So I'm streaming on YouTube as I speak right now. So I'm there. So always go turn on notification bell, subscribe. Let me put the name right here. And please note that if somebody follows you, that's not Money Talk with Dr. Lina. They have my picture, they have all of those. And I'm not coming into your okay, I see. So that's the name, Money Talk with Dr. Lina. If somebody comes into your box, right, and is telling you, oh, you know what, let's trade forex, let's trade what's it called, let's trade forex, let's trade what's the other one that they trade, cryptocurrency. We have a WhatsApp group, we have a Telegram group. That's not Dr. Lina. So make sure you click on the follow button right now. They might have my picture, they might even have Money Talk with Dr. Lean. They might have Money Talk with Dr. Lina. So always look at it, and the @ sign under, you will see that it's totally different from me. My own is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. I will hate to see you scam, but if you don't click on the follow button now, so you know you have the right person, and if you're sitting here, you found this valuable, click on that follow button as well. So this is the YouTube channel. This is Money Talk with Dr. Lina. The reason why I always show it, this is the only platform where I have a different kind of products, courses, or what's it called? Content. Buy your real estate. These are so many of them. Yes, I've got you. What did you get me? Have you been looking for me? Yeah, make sure you click on the subscribe button if you have been looking. That's why I always tell people.
It's not.
Someone is saying, oh, I got you. Yeah, you got me. Now you got me. Okay. Welcome in. You're a billionaire. Oh, I get you. Now. Billionaire on TikTok. You're now the person. Okay. Yes. You would see that I'm streaming right now. So if you haven't subscribed, billionaire, I see you. Yeah, you just subscribe. Got it. Make sure you turn on notification bell there, so you can see someone that was asking about how to buy ETF and all of that. You see this video right there. Yeah. Welcome and click on that follow button. We're wrapping up with the live right there. How to buy real estate. You find it right there. You want to retire early. You find it right there. These are some of my videos, podcasts that I had with Investor Pro where I got interviewed. So there's so many. So you can see this is the latest video. And so you want to starting from zero. So you want to rebuild from zero. It's here. How to buy real estate in 90 days. And all of you crying, where did my money go? You don't know where your money went. Because you are still to pay bills and you don't have clarity on your money. It's going to give you direction on your money. ETF versus real estate. That one is which one is that one? There's one that is very, very popular. ETF versus real estate, the right order, right? Yeah, you need to watch that. If you are still contemplating, should I invest in real estate? Should I invest in ETF? It would tell you everything that you need to know, right? And these videos are like 5 minutes, 10, 15, and it's going to definitely help you. All right. So make sure, I'll drop the name again. If you haven't done that, make sure you go there as well. And we will wrap the. If you have any question, drop it in the comment. You have any question, and if you have not gone to, yeah, Ray, latest millionaire in town, welcome in. If you are new here, click on that follow button. If you're new here, click on the follow button. And please note that Dr. Lina, if somebody follows you, that's not Dr. Lina. If there's so many, please be careful out there, guys. Please be careful. Be careful out there. Be careful out there. That's a name. This is the only name that is real. But always also check the @ sign, the @ under it. It's money. It has to be this name. Otherwise, if somebody is chatting you and they scam you, please don't come to my DM. Don't say, oh, you know what, Dr. Lina, I followed you. And that's why click on the follow button right now. Good morning, Mark. How are you? Yeah, welcome in. Yeah, click on that subscribe button. Ina Engineering, welcome in. Latest millionaire in town. So tomorrow we will start with something called real estate, right? Today we have talked about why you need to stop saving. When you stop saving your money, you don't save it in the bank, you start investing in ETF. Today we talked about ETF. Tomorrow we'll continue with ETF, but then we'll also talk about real estate. How can you invest in real estate with little or no money in the pocket? And what are the steps? Coming from somebody with almost over a decade experience in real estate investing, and with double digit real estate portfolio. So whatever double digits means to you. I'm not Robert Kiyosaki. I'm not this guy. I'm not this guy. This guy owns 15,000 houses, but I own double digits. So I don't need 15,000 houses, but I have some decent amount, and I own and manage them. And manage them, right? So you want to come and learn from the experiences. You want to come tomorrow, and of course we'll still wrap up. We'll still catch up on ETF tomorrow as well. Yes, it does. Go check him out. You don't know who this guy is? If you don't know who this guy is, do you all know who this guy is? If you've not read this book, you better go get a copy. Get a copy. You don't know Robert Kiyosaki? This book celebrated 20 years as the #1 personal finance book. I'm not even talking about my own book. My book, right? I have my ebook, The Wealth Blueprint, The Path to Financial Freedom. Hey, Nunu, how are you? Hope all is well. It's been a minute. Yeah, you joined late this date. I just wanted to make sure you're fine. Okay. So let me quickly. So somebody that was asking about the courses. So the courses are, you will find that this is my, I read his book, but I can't believe that he does. But is he fully paid? I don't know, because he uses a lot of leverage. He does actually. You can, to actually acquire those things is not that crazy, right? But it's the management that's the other part of it, and of course he has management company. So for those that were asking about the courses, like, you know, how to invest, you know, how to go about these steps, you want to just break away from this, you know, generation. You want to break away from this cycle, and you want to end the paycheck to paycheck cycle. You want to do something different. You want to build generational wealth. Maybe yours is just, I want to just end this paycheck to paycheck cycle. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It is well. I'm glad everything is. Yeah. All will be fine. Okay. Whatever it is. Yeah. All will be fine. All right. But thank you so much for sharing. I was just a little bit concerned about you. Yeah. I know you still show up. I just want to make sure. Yeah. So you want to build generational wealth. You want to teach your children. You also want to enjoy that. You are working so hard, but you are not getting the result. Okay? You want to get the result. You're not getting the result that you need. Then it's that time you cannot be doing the same thing and expect a different result. Before you know it, this is 2026. Guess what? They started selling Halloween clothes. And of course, Thanksgiving. Have you started seeing Halloween clothes already? Yeah. You started seeing Halloween, right? That's because the year is almost coming to an end. After that is what? There's going to be Labor Day. After that is what? There's going to be Thanksgiving. Before you know it, it's the end of 2026, a wrap. You want to do the same thing you did last year, and you're still waiting this year? You cannot do the same thing and expect a different result. So you need to start thinking of what are the other ways that I can handle my finances. I can get everything, fix my investment, grow my money. Let your goal be, I want to grow my money. One. Number two is I want to also get some cash flow. Grow my money, cash flow. Those two things. Cash flow and growth. So this is the course. We have the course. I mean, you'll find the link in my bio. You click on it. It will try to keep you here. And on those on YouTube, you will find the link right there as well. On IG, still the same thing. And you would find we talked about ETF today. That is the course that you need. That is the course that you need to be able to get smart investing, self-paced training. Turn your income into long-term wealth through proven investing system. A self-paced digital course designed for professionals who are ready to stop guessing, start investing with confidence, and build lasting wealth. So that's this is a pre-recorded course. And it's a major tool to help you get there. It tells you which account you need to open. It tells you how to open the account. So like demonstration into the app, regardless of the country where you are, it gives you all of the different options. It tells you what to buy. It tells you the questions you need to ask yourself before you say, oh, this is what I'm buying. How do you choose? Do research, all of those things, you'll find it right there. One of the biggest things you can have for yourself is investing in yourself, which I see that a lot of people don't do. A lot of people don't do. Always invest in yourself. All right? So that's the course. It's called the Smart Investing course. You find it right there. And of course, there's also the how to buy real estate. That is also, you find it right there. How do you invest in real estate on 90 days? 5 houses is all that you need to become financially free. 5. You don't need 15,000. You don't need double digits like myself. You only need 5. 5. And with that 5, you would realize that you are going to be on your way to financial freedom. We're going to be talking about that 5 strategies tomorrow. But the course is a 4-module course, and it tells you exactly right there what it entails, right? This how to start how do you identify a deal to the point of property management. That's right there. How do you don't become a slave to your tenant? You'll find it. And of course, my ebook is there as well. Then we have a mentorship program. I typically don't talk about a lot about my products, but I want to just make sure that people are aware, because I do not want to do you a disservice, you not knowing that these exist. It's the only link in my bio, and you'll be able to get whatever you need to get right there. The Wealth Building Academy, amazing course. It tells you, I did that with 2 other doctors, right? How you can switch your career, all of those things. Dr. O is the Chief Information Security Officer in with the state. And of course, the other Dr. O is also, she has her own she's a clinical therapist and has a private practice in the Art of New York, right? Right there. You'll find it. And of course, my own experiences, plus every other steps to getting financially free and becoming a millionaire. You'll find it right there. Then the last one is your one-on-one consultation. One-on-one consultation is actually key. One-on-one, this is going to allow you to have some time with me. I can help you set up your portfolio, do all of those kind of things. You want to talk about real estate, you can do it right there during the one-on-one consultation. One of the things that I tell people is enable yourself, empower yourself, and sky is just the beginning. Okay? And for those on YouTube as well, my YouTube people, all right, you would find the course. You find the course in the you find the link in the bio as well. You find the link right there. And if you need the link, send me a DM. We can also send you the link. Okay. All right. Yeah. Let us enjoy the last music and we'll wrap up here. We'll wrap up here. Except you have any question, drop your question. If you are just joining, we're done with the live. Click on the follow button. If you have not clicked on that follow button, click on the follow button. Subscribe to the. Did I miss somebody's message? Yeah. If you have not clicked on the follow button, do that. Can we tap out the live? Can we get it to 30,000? I know we did not talk about that a lot today. Can we tap it out to 30,000 taps? If we can, that would be great. Otherwise, that's also fine. But quote, how old are you and are you married? What do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Let's tap out the live. Let's get it to 30,000 taps. Let's tap out the live. Let's get it to 30,000. B-Stone, latest millionaire, welcome in. Wow. Okay. I got money while I was young and I'm wow, that's beautiful. I love the narrative. What sold me out that way? 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 You think I'm not married, but got money when I was young. Okay. I'm definitely not a trust kid. If you have any question, please drop it in the comment. We're wrapping up with the live. If you are new, click on the follow button. B-Stone, latest millionaire in town. Welcome in. It's in the days I'm tired, the days I stand alone. The magic is in presence, not waiting to erupt. Dreams belong to fighters who keep showing up. Keep showing up. That's how success is made. Keep showing up. You're most welcome. My YouTube community, so good to see you, all of you. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys so much. I'm so proud of each and every one of you. You're most welcome. We continue tomorrow with ETF. We start with ETF. Yeah. Thank you so much. All right. I'll see you guys. Something special about Texas weekends. I'll see you guys later. Stay blessed. God be with you. My YouTube guys, you guys stay solid tonight. That's so interesting. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see that some people are still trying to tap it to 30,000, but that's okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Twin is just getting it. Okay, let me wait a little bit. It really doesn't matter though. Let me play one more thing. Really? I don't share my phone number or my whatever. Okay? They help me choose what's right. I choose a clear intention. you are new, we are done with the lights. Click on the follow button. Be back later tomorrow. We'll continue tomorrow, okay? And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That's Money Talk with Dr. Lina's. That's the YouTube channel.
Each effort builds my confidence, each triumph is my own. With patience, vision, energy, I watch my dreams restored.
Yeah, Nunu. Tomorrow it's going to be, I think 8 Central. It's more like looking like 8 Central these days. But I might still show up in the afternoon. I don't know. But right now it's looking like 8 p.m. every day, 8 p.m. Central Time on a daily basis now. That's what it looks like. But I might still have some pop-ups when I'm free. Like today I have a session with all of the people that got the smart investing course in the morning. So it depends on my schedule, and of course I had to go be at work as well. I'm still also setting up my course schedule for the semester. Remember, lecturing starts as well. So, but let's have it as 8 p.m. Central right now. But you always get notified whenever I come up. That's why if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, it's Money Talk with Dr. Lina. Let me drop it one more time. So go there and subscribe. I also release latest videos every Sunday. That is where the gap in my life, because now I only teach one time a week, a day. So that is supposed to supplement that gap, okay? Yeah. All right, guys. If you are new, click on the follow button. Please know that we don't have WhatsApp group. We don't have Telegram group. If somebody follows you, that's not me. Somebody's chatting you up and telling you, oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, they're telling you, oh, bring money for crypto. Let me invest for you. That's not Dr. Lina. I just showed you where to get our course or our mentorship, our one-on-one. You find the link in the bio, okay? You find the link in the bio.
And every little goal I choose becomes a place to win. I don't wait for chances. My goals give me direction. I rise with steady courage.
All right, those are you TikTok, YouTube. Yes, we did 31,000. Can you imagine? You guys are absolutely amazing. Thank you. Twin, absolutely amazing. Nunu and everyone that tapped out that. If you're new, click on the follow button. We're done with the live. Be back later. Yeah, and those on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. Good morning, Mark. How are you?
And every little goal I choose becomes a place to win.
All right, guys. Bye, everyone. Have a good night. Yeah, make sure you click on the follow button if you haven't, and turn on notification bell. Be back tomorrow. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Look at the latest content. Watch it. Comment as well. And of course, what else again? Have a good night. I love you. Ensure that your money is working harder than you do. Take care. God bless you. Have a good night rest. Bye. Thank you, Nunu. Thank you, Twin. Oh my goodness, you guys are still tapping. All right, guys. Bye. Love you guys. Yeah, Nunu. Hope all goes well with the family. Okay, all goes well. All right. Bye. Love you. Love you. Love you. On our way to 9,000. All right, guys. Bye on the YouTube side. Bye.